Coming.
Hurry up.
I'm walking. Walking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking. Oh.
Jeez, he's in default skin too. Oh my god.
Why are you in a default skin?
He's just Steve now.
I'm not sure.
Okay, just sit in the chair and I'll
L2.
stop.
Just happens
There
every
you
once in a
go.
while.
Yes.
Alright, here we go. Going live. 3, 2, 1. I'll make sure there's no mic block as well. Oh geez, hang on.
Yeah, it's good. Go ahead.
Let's just make sure. Yep. Alright, gentlemen, welcome all our fans to episode number 42 of Crafting a Chat. How are we doing, guys, on this lovely Tuesday night?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
I just had some halal guys.
Oh, you're eating some, of course.
That gives your GPS location, so good. Good. Didn't think about that one, did you, Steve?
All right. Nice. Glad to hear everybody's doing okay. Gentlemen, what have we been playing over the last week? Desunoto, you want to go first?
Hmm.
Oh, hmm. Here we go.
Need a moment.
Yeah. Remember anybody who's read the tweets about it's going to be full of suspense and drama? That actually wasn't sarcasm. This is exactly what it's going to be full of.
This is the suspense, and I'm about to dramatize it.
Okay, here we go. So, I bought a 3DS XL.
What? When did you buy that? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Here's the drop.
Oh my god! Hold on.
So,
He's lying. He's full of garbage.
no, I bought it a little while ago, maybe like a month or two ago.
Okay.
It's the that Metroid 3DS XL that came out, the Samus edition.
Okay.
Nice.
Very high price, about 500. But
I
bought
I'm not
it.
surprised by you buying a $500 thing, but okay, go ahead.
I bought it because it was like cheapest price I could get it at this time,
Sure.
and I kept it as a reward for myself once I ended up finding some work,
Yeah.
which I did.
Good.
Yeah.
Round of
Fantastic.
applause. Good job.
Yeah, round of applause.
It's hard in this economy, so,
Thank you.
if only you could have kept your job. It's not like you were let go, but, good for you. Good for you finding a job.
Jeez. Woof.
So I finally opened it up, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I looked at my DS games, and I saw I had Pokemon Platinum. I had
Platinum.
Metroid Samus Returns.
The remake one that they came out with?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I have the covers for Monster Hunter 4, Resident Evil Revelations, and Bravely Default, but none of the games are inside.
I think those games are with me.
All those?
I believe so. I'm pretty sure. I think
Why?
I know where they are exactly.
Yeah,
How did it end up by you?
I have a 3DS XL as well, but I bought the Galaxy one. This was like
Yeah, I
years
remember.
ago when I first started working
Oh, yeah.
at my current company,
Mhm.
the Magenta company. Um, but that was a while back when I took, because you had a original blue 3DS back in the day, like
Yeah.
the good one that could still play uh DS Lite, DS, and what was it? Was it Game Boy Advance games or something like that? But yeah, I have those games, I think, sitting over here somewhere.
Oh, well, that's good. Because I thought I lost them with my Cosmic Blue 3DS, the Luigi's Mansion bundle one.
What happened to that one?
I feel like I left it in my old car when we went
What?
to go give the lease back, but I have no clue.
Oh my God! How would you? What would you be doing it in the car? Why was it in the car? Anyway, go ahead. Keep going with your thing.
Yeah, I mean, I looked literally everywhere in my room, and
His room, that's
Tails
everywhere. Got
room.
it.
Gotcha. So, okay, so
I
now,
couldn't find it.
what was the whole point of opening this thing up? Are you doing anything with this now?
Oh, I started a file in Platinum,
So you're playing Pokemon
and
Platinum again.
yeah, because my file got deleted or lost, whatever.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to it. And
Are you having fun playing Pokemon Platinum?
I was trying to understand how the EVs and IV thing works, but
Oh
it
God, that's
seems
going to be a whole
complicated.
yeah, that'll be a whole discussion that I can give to you at another day.
So I think I'm just gonna play the Metroid game for right now. And yeah.
So you haven't played any more Demon Souls or RuneScape or
No
League or
Demon Souls this week. Played League.
there
Of
it is.
course, you play League.
League is like a nightly thing.
Uh-huh.
Um,
It's called an
I'm just
addiction,
like,
but all right, keep going.
yeah. For the past 8 years, I've been yes.
That's a committed addiction. Good for you.
yes.
Usually people just are addicted for like a few years, then they die from it. But good for you, keeping it going.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. That it?
Um, yeah, that's mostly it.
Okay. Well, I'll have a discussion with you about the EVs and IVs thing, and I'll help you understand all that. But good on you for actually starting something else, playing something other than the two normal games you played for last, century of your life. Um, Adam,
Thanks.
what'd you do?
I got a Microsoft Excel. That was pretty cool. Did a lot of stuff in
Oh,
that. You know,
What?
no, I played Minecraft mostly this last week. In this
Yep,
world
I did
and
hear you doing that.
in the other world, a lot in the other world, building a city. So
there's another world.
again, you did
Oh,
it. You did it
whoops.
again.
I
I also I went into Astro's Playroom again and
Uh-huh.
played some of that.
oh, thanks.
So that was cool. Um,
Cool. I know you're
got
trying to
some
beat some records in there.
yeah, I got some time trials. I went from like 400,000 in the world to like 15,000 in like two of the time trials. So that was fun.
Impressive.
Um,
Impressive.
yeah, that's pretty much all I've played. Oh, I watched our friend
What do we call him? Yeah, what do we call him this week?
Cartel. I watched him play. I watched him play Injustice One. Um, and yeah, that was cool. It's a good story. Injustice 2 storyline's way better, but I watched him play that. So I watched you play Resident Evil 8.
Yes, you did.
Got to see the
We saw
end of
the
that.
ending,
Yep, got to see the end.
which
I mean,
I
again,
I
saw
gotta
the
be
ending.
yeah, I gotta be careful about spoilers because I don't know if Desunoto is gonna be is wanting to play that.
I mean, there's
I
other
know he's a
people watching. We don't want to generally spoil new release games, so I would try to stay
that's
away from
true.
those
Yeah,
as soon as or as much as possible.
I'll I'll give my review about that later. A
Eventually, we can go
non-spoiler
into
review.
spoilers about like Aunt May dying.
Not
Yeah,
Aunt May.
yeah. Or
Hey, it's been almost 3 years at this point. That one's okay.
or Batman being Bruce Wayne or
No, I won't. I
you
won't
know.
hear it. It just makes no sense. He's such just a lackadaisical man. It's just, why? How would he be this dedicated? It doesn't matter. I've argued with people about this. Hey, this is what have you been playing?
I actually finished up Resident Evil 8, obviously, like you mentioned before. So that was fantastic. I really enjoyed the game. It actually probably is going to be one of my Game of the Year contenders for this year.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
As it
Capcom,
should be.
nice job. You outdid yourselves with this game. Fantastic. You've been on a roll recently with all your games been coming out. Devil May Cry 5, Resident Evil 7, the remakes for Resident Evil. Um, I mean that's the main games that I play from Capcom at least. I know there's fighting games and everything out there for them too, but I don't really touch those too much. Um,
Street Fighter's still doing good.
yeah, I've heard that, and I know there was a thing we'll get into a little later, but I don't think that is related to Street Fighter. I'm just because we mentioned fighting
Oh.
games, I think there's an announcement that something was made for a
Okay.
fighting game. Um, what else did I play? I played Rogue Company with my good friend here, Kevin, a number one fan of the podcast.
Oh.
We also tried to play Hood again, which I think we've come to the conclusion that Hood is either going to go stale in a couple months, or it may have hope and become rejuvenated when some new characters come in. You know, it could go either
There's
way.
hope.
Yeah,
Very optimistic.
it's either a piece of garbage or there's hope. You know, and somehow there's both. Um,
Oh.
what else?
When
I can't
when
even.
when Kevin said there was
Battlefield.
hope for it, it reminded me of an 85-year-old man, like just dying and being like, "Well, I could live another 20 years. There's hope," but there's not. There's no
We
hope.
played Battlefield 5, which,
No.
listen, every time that epic music comes on and you're just out there, just firing a storm, it's great. It's fantastic. It's just the most amazing thing
It's
I've
my
seen so
energy.
far. Well, I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Um,
Just love
I
that
think
theme. It's so good. It's timeless.
there was. Oh, I tried Knockout City. Not really a fan. It's okay. It's a very how's this one note type of game. You
Mm.
basically, I mean, it's dodgeball. How exciting can you make it besides you throwing balls at people and they can catch it and throw it back at you? I mean,
I
you
mean, in real life,
tackling.
dodgeball's fun.
Yeah, I
I
think real life
mean,
dodgeball would be more fun than that game was
so
making it seem
hold
to
on.
be.
Since you asked this question, did you play
Yes.
dodgeball on NES? That's how you
No.
make dodgeball exciting. That game's freaking great. Highly
Oh,
recommend.
okay. Okay. I'll have to probably look up
people have
something about me.
special people have special moves, and you can like play this tournament around the world, and you are legit trying to kill the other team.
See, I'm down for that. That sounds good. That sounds great, actually. I'm down for that. I would be 100% down for that. Great, fantastic, fantastic. I think
Fantastic.
that's it. I'm pretty sure something else that I played. Again, I always forget. That's my cliche that I always forget what I play. I have it in my head and then I always forget. So, uh, last but not least, Mr. Number One fan of the podcast, Kevin. What have you
Oh
done?
man, what have I done? All right, so
What have you done?
I
What?
played some Returnal again. I went back to that. Let me tell you something. Returnal, still a great game. I've been away
I
from it for a little bit.
I
Took a
don't
little
doubt it.
bit of a break. Came back to it. Still just as good. Um, Now my game actually like includes all the stuff it supposedly was like had in the beginning, but I never got to experience. So now I have the like Dark Souls-esque sort of stuff going on in my game, and let me tell you, it's real good. And game companies, another thing to take note of. So in this, very much like Dark Souls or Demon Souls, I assume, um, you have the chance to encounter like I forget what they actually call it. It's like a black box something. They explain what it is. Basically, it's like a hologram of
All
a
right.
player. All right, see, there's a hologram of a player, and you can scan it to see how they died. Um, it's basically the exact same thing as Dark Souls. You see them walking around and then they just fall over, so it's kind of funny. But unlike Dark Souls, you can then choose to scavenge their body at the cost of ether and just get loot, or you can avenge them and gain ether. In order to avenge them, you fight something similar to what killed them. And if you do it and you succeed, that player will get a message saying that they were avenged by whoever the heck the player was. Which is kind of neat because it
When
adds a
did
little
they
bit more
add
flavor to that.
when did they add this to the game? Why haven't I
No,
heard
that's
this about
apparently
this?
been a thing. It
Yeah,
just
it's been
started
since the
working for
beginning.
everybody.
Yeah, it was broken for
Oh
a lot
my
of people.
god.
It was broken until this latest patch. So that's pretty sweet.
Okay. I see.
And the
Okay.
enemies you have to fight to avenge, ooh, they are tough. Let me tell you.
I
Um,
can imagine.
they're basically like elite enemies or whatever you want to call them. But anyway, oh, it's really cool. I like it. Um, what else did I play? Played Hood with you. That was a mess, but
Side
mainly
note
because I was
on
playing melee.
Returnal, before
Hmm.
you move on too far, there was a guy, I don't know if you guys have seen the guy named, what's his YouTube name? Kid Zone or something? The dude was doing a 30-hour Returnal challenge because he hates every Sony first party. He thinks that they're all pieces of garbage and
There
they're
he
all
is.
just walking simulators. He was bet
Interesting.
he had a bet to finish this game in 30 hours and show people that it was a piece of garbage walking simulator and that somebody would pay him $600 if he bet it in 30 hours. You want to guess how long he lasted before he called it quits?
4
27
hours.
minutes.
No, Kevin was a little well, no, Kevin, actually, yeah, Kevin was a little closer. 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Wow. All
That's
right.
it. Wuss.
How's that?
Anyway.
Why are you staring at me, dude? It's weird. What? All right. Anyways, Kevin. Sorry.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, the hell did I play? Oh, Hood. That was a mess. Melee in that game
Yeah.
is so imbalanced.
Unfortunately.
If I played ranged, I might like the game because range is OP as shit. But
Again.
Family
There's hope.
show.
Oh, you're
There's
right.
hope.
Beep.
There is hope. There is hope. Played Battlefield. Battlefield's a good time.
Battlefield's always a
I
good
think
time.
we lost every round, but it doesn't matter. It's still fun.
Well, I had to leave early last night because obviously my
Let me tell you.
obligations with screaming,
Oh yeah, no, you good. Let me tell you though. I finished it out after you left. It went even worse. There was nobody being a medic on the team. Like you were basically the medic of that team.
Listen, I just go around and revive people, man. That's my
You
job
really
in Battlefield.
do. You just run everywhere. Just stab at the ground.
So proud.
Thanks, Dad.
What the heck? Yeah, I think that's what I played until today. When I played 7 hours of Biomutant.
Oh, do tell. How was that for you, sir?
It was very fun. I know we have a bunch of show here. When do we want my thoughts? Right now? Right here?
Now, yeah, that's why you went last.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
sweet.
go for it.
Cool. All right, so Biomutant first thoughts. I'm going to just start out by saying, as a game that I'm reviewing for myself, great game. It's like 86. But if I had to like critically look at this game and review it, it's like a 72. Let me explain. All right. So this game has some serious technical issues that need to get fixed. They don't break the game, and technically you can get around them all, but it's pretty bad that they like made it into the final release of this game because it should have been caught, and it's easy to fix provided they know what they're doing on the programming backend. The biggest issue is if you go and equip stuff in this game, it'll obviously flag what you have equipped on your character with a certain icon. Cool. So if you go into sell, you'll be able to see what you have equipped on your character so you don't sell it. So when you sell something, those icons do not stay with the items that you have equipped. They all shift up the list or down or wherever because that item that you sold is removed from the list. So all those icons fill in the spaces in between and move off of what you have equipped. Now, mind you, you still have the same items equipped. It doesn't change your actual equipment that's on your character. And if you just simply back out of the sell thing and go back into the sell thing, it'll all be right where it's supposed to be. But you have to do this every single time if you don't remember what you actually have equipped. Because those icons just start moving around. And the weird thing is, if you have the second item on the list equipped on you, and you sell the first item, the thing falls off the list and actually goes like completely off of it. So it's really interesting how that works. I think I know why. I think it's because programming. We're not going to get into that. It should be a really easy fix. But again, something like that, like how do you not just sell something to the vendor and realize, oh hey, this isn't what I have equipped, and go and fix that problem? Okay.
Didn't this game actually have a lot of technical issues on the PlayStation 5 as far as resolution and everything is concerned?
Yes.
Oh yeah, but I don't really care. It doesn't run at 4K or whatever. I don't have 4K, so I don't.
Was there actually something holding it back where on the PlayStation side it just wouldn't run 4K? Or
yes, there's a technical issue. It only works on the Xbox because of backwards compatibility and how Xbox handles that. PlayStation 5 doesn't handle backwards compatibility that well.
They need a patch.
Issue. Yeah, it's a team of 20 people. It probably wouldn't happen for a while if it ever happens. But
who was it again? THQ Nordic? Is that
well, they're the publisher.
They publish it.
Yeah. And there's another
Experiment 101. This is their first game, I think. It's a very
I believe you are correct.
Game for a team of 20 people.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But anyway, like, I get that some people really, really want like this 4K resolution, blah blah blah. I don't like 4K because it makes first-person shooters look really, real bad because pixels and crosshair size gets real interesting. There's probably ways around it, but I don't feel like I'm actually messing around with it. So I just play everything at 1080p, and I'm used to it. But let's see, what other issues are in the game? I've encountered a crash. I don't know what happened during that crash. The PlayStation also doesn't know what happened during that crash because the game just closed.
Yeah.
There was no report. There was no nothing. It just whoop. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Don't think I've seen
Only
one of
one though.
those.
The nice thing about the game though, like as far as like any crashes that happen, it's a very very aggressive autosave game. It autosaves so often that you probably aren't that far back. Like I was literally like 5 seconds back when I had to restart the game. So there are some interesting glitches with certain things not showing up as far as like oh my god, words, context hints for like what buttons to press where, especially when it comes to looting things. You'll just not have the icon that this is lootable until you walk up
Oh.
to it, and then maybe the triangle actually appears, maybe it doesn't. That is very, I'm pretty sure I know why that happens. So when you are flagged for combat, all those things disappear because you can't loot while in combat. Triangle becomes other things for like combos and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
like it can't also be the interact button. And I feel like when it makes the transition from combat to out of combat, it doesn't like refresh that all the time and like put all those little hint things back up until like something happens because eventually they all just show up. It's real weird. I don't get it. It's just like you'll go through like one or two buildings, there'll be nothing. You go into the next one, and it's like, oh, they're back again. Okay, cool.
You have to get like a certain distance away from the combat area.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Oh, that's actually a good point because one thing that isn't a glitch but I hate about this game is that enemies have a certain aggro range, much like an MMORPG, and if you go outside of that, they de-aggro and start regaining all their health back.
Oh, that sucks for you.
So you do have to kind of fight things around where they are, otherwise you run the risk of that. It's not as bad as like World of Warcraft and stuff, because if you do it in World of Warcraft, enemies will actually like be 100% invulnerable to everything and evade everything and take no damage. So you can't pull them back. You can pull them back in this game. You can actually stop them from regenning. It's just not worth gambling with. Just fight them there. Doesn't really matter. You can't really use the environment to your advantage anyways. So, I think that's really it from like the glitch standpoint. It's a lot of UI stuff that like with how the UI is set up and how there's so many things you have to pay attention to in this game, so many numbers and other things like come on, you got to get the UI right. You just gotta have it working fine, and it doesn't. Aside from that, I haven't really had. I had a couple of frame rate drops, but probably because it was loading certain assets in, because I was either falling great heights or traversing areas like pretty quickly. If you're just running around and stuff, I haven't had any sort of slowdowns. Fighting hasn't had any frame rate drop. Um, yeah, that's about it from the technical side. So what makes this game great is it is the perfect game for somebody like me who goes into an open world game and I follow the main quest up to a point where I'm like, okay, I think this is about where the game is letting go of my hand. So what's that, and that? And I'm just gone. The main quest line, we'll see that maybe in like 20 hours. And I just go. And I'm just like, ooh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Now, in most open world games, you're going, what's this? What's this? What's this? And you're looting stuff. You're either getting like more ammunition, which you need, or like more healing items, which you need. This game, you get stuff everywhere. There's crafting materials all over the place. There's resources all over the place. There's weapon parts. There's gear. There's all sorts of stuff everywhere. You open up like a kitchen cabinet, you might get a bandage. You might get a rare weapon, like or a rare weapon part, I should say, because you don't get whole weapons that often. Like stuff can be anywhere, and you're just supposed to like explore, and that I love. I haven't gone back to the main quest in like 5.5 hours or so, and I just keep finding stuff, and it's great. Um,
Do you find yourself having too much of like one thing though?
Not really, because there's a lot of different things to get. They really went like the kind of what Borderlands did for guns. They did for crafting supplies and crafting materials. Like
Oh god, so you have like a
if you
bazillion
want,
different things you can get.
oh yeah, like just the handle of a melee weapon, you could have anything from like an actual like um I forget the official term, but like the handle of like a kitchen knife to a pipe wrench.
Oh, all right.
For a gun, you can have a drill be like the grip. um,
Oh god.
like it's just there's so many things, and like they all kind of sort of have like their own stats. They lump a lot of them like together in like the same sort of stat pool, but like if you're going for like an aesthetic sort of thing too, and you just want to be like, hey, this looks like ridiculous together, or hey, this almost works together, you could probably do that too. Um, I don't. I just go for numbers. Um, but it's there's just so much variance in things, and then like gear. Oh my goodness. So headwear, you got cowboy hats, you got beanies, you got straw hats, you got face masks, helmets, a bottle cap, like a giant bottle cap was a helmet at one point. You've got like fancy tux vests for like chest armor. You have metal plates as armor. Like it's just everything. Everything and anything is in this game to loot, and it's great. Um, there's a lot of quests in the game. I have like 21 running right now. It's like everything is a side quest. It's like, oh, you found your first area that has like biological waste hazard. Here's a quest line to get the biosuit. Oh, you found this thing that you can't like get past. Cool. Here's the quest line for that. Here's a quest line for upgrading your gauntlets. You can punch through tougher walls. Here's this quest line. Here's that. Oh, you found a certain collectible. Cool. Here's the quest line to find all of them. Like everything is quests. There's waypoints all over your map. So if you hate clutter, this is not the game for you. Your mini map, or not your mini map, your normal map is going to get cluttered with gold and blue diamonds to mark all these quests. um, Fast travel points are weird. You just start out the game and you're like, wow, there's fast travel points freaking everywhere. And then you go like past that area and you're like, where'd they all go? I haven't found one like past a certain point on my map until I got to the center.
Hmm.
um, I don't know. I'm probably just missing them to be honest. But like, oof. Um, but no, combat. We'll go over that a little bit. Combat is, I guess, really repetitive, but like I'm playing on hard difficulty. Enemies are definitely, well, I have to assume enemies have a lot more health because they are beefy. They are tanky boys. But I wouldn't say it's actually much of a problem. Like if you're having issues dealing damage to things, you're doing something wrong in this game. Like you just are. I'm fighting things that are like 5 levels above me, so they have like quite a bit more health and doing just fine. Like I can kill them in a respectable amount of time, as far as I'm concerned. This isn't going to be like a Path of Exile where you walk into a room, use one thing, and everything's dead. Like this is, it goes, I guess, back in time, arguably a little bit, where like fights took a little while to actually kill things. You had multiple enemies on the screen, and like actually demanded your attention. If It's kind of set up more so actually in the way of like a Spider-Man sort of game where you get like a on-screen cue as to when like an enemy attack is coming, and that's when you're supposed to parry or dodge out of the way of it. Um, and then if you successfully parry it, you can do specific combos off of that, things like that. Combos are huge. Combos is how you're supposed to play the game. You're not supposed to button mash, because once you get certain ability special attacks, I think they're called, unlocked, if you do 3 different special attacks that give you a super wushu point, then you actually can go into Super Wushu, and that's like a Devil Trigger mode, and you freaking just destroy everything. But like, you don't have to charge that up. You just do those 3 combos, and you can go right back into it. And you just do those
Pull
3
my devil
combos, and you go right back into
trigger.
it. Like,
Thank you, Genesis. We were all thinking it.
Uh-huh.
but like, so you can just keep entering it. So like I said, if you're not doing enough damage, or like you feel like if you fight something that's a couple levels higher than you and you're just getting slaughtered, you're doing something wrong. You either have to upgrade your gear, look for more crafting stuff, actually explore, not just go straight for like quests, the main quest line and stuff. All the goodies are out there in the world, and you have to go find them. You are not going to be given them. You are also not going to be able to just buy them all. And you're either going to like that or you're not going to like that. I personally like that. I know that that's not how everybody wants to play the game, and I know it's not the best way to design a game, but I like just going out and doing my own thing, and that's basically what this game caters to, is someone who just wants to go out, explore, and figure out what's out there. And enemies, for the most part, at least for right now, seem to scale to roughly your level, so you can go anywhere. I don't really like that in games, but it works for this one because fighting is hard in general. It's not like a Fallout where like you hit a certain point, well, Fallout or Elder Scrolls, where you hit a certain point and you're just like, you're always going to kill any enemy that you come across like
Oh
super
yeah.
easily because
Mm-hmm.
you're super beefy. Um, like I feel like it's going to be a challenge all the way through the game, and I'm really excited to keep playing. And that's about it.
Cool. Sounds
Fantastic.
like it's fun. It sounds similar to
It's
like what the Ubisoft formula is now with a lot of their games, where it's
yeah,
like, here's an open world, here's a bunch of icons, just go.
yeah. Like, and like I said, I know there's people who want to go like through a main quest line and think about doing side quests, or maybe they do side quests like when they need to level up or something. It's just not the style of game this is, though. It just isn't. So know that before you get it. And honestly, like if this is sounding like a game you might be interested in, but you don't want to pay $60 for it, don't. It'll get patched up. Hopefully, all this stuff I've been talking about with like technical issues gets fixed by like holiday. Pick it up
Mm-hmm.
then. It'll probably be on sale for like $40 or
Oh yeah.
something.
Oh,
It'll be
Black
great.
Friday, it'll be cheap by then.
It might even be cheaper than $40. That'd
It'll
be the
probably
best
be
time to
like
get it. Like
20.
if you're on the fence at all, because it's not a bad game. It really isn't. Like a lot of the official reviews and stuff from critics out there too say that like no, the game is actually really good. It's just
Mm-hmm.
kind of broken at times, and that's exactly how it is. It's a very good game. They just got to do some more stuff to fix it up, and you got to know what you're getting into. You have to want to explore an open world. If you want to be guided through an open world, it's not the same
Go
experience, and
somewhere
you're
else.
not gonna like it.
Get out.
Yeah.
Leave.
Yeah.
Speaking of leaving,
That
Desunoto,
harsh,
where
but
did you go?
Um, just checking some stuff.
I see. Okay.
All right,
I'm
interesting.
gonna give my quick thoughts on that, and I think Adam will start your section here.
Ah, yeah.
So that game you play very similar to me. How I play open world games, where I will leave the main quest alone and I will
Oh,
just go
yeah.
literally complete every single thing on the side
Every
first, and
single
then go
thing.
back to the main quest.
hmm
Um, and I think that's the complete opposite of Cartel. Cartel doesn't do that, and neither does neither does Adam.
I was like, what game is that? Oh wait, no.
No, Cartel does do that, but it's like he'll do every single thing except the last mission, and then go get everything.
So okay, I will also then throw this in there, just real quick.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you're also the kind of person who can't leave quests unfinished, this is not the game for you. You are going to get a ton of them rapid fire that you will not be able to finish until you explore the entire map of
Can you
the
fail
game.
them?
No,
Okay, that's no
at
problem
least
then.
not that I'm aware of.
Hmm.
Anyways, you were saying?
Okay. I was actually going to say that you play very similar to me. My biggest pet peeve, I think, has to do with the loot system that you're talking about. Because in a game, let's say I can't pick up the loot that's in front of me by pressing a simple button. That is probably one of the things that will annoy me the most in any
Well,
sort of
Oh,
game, no
it's not
matter
that
what
you
it
you
is.
can't pick it
can
up;
pick it up, you
it's you
just don't
won't
see
get
the
prompt.
icon. Yeah.
If you just walk around mashing triangle, you'll open everything and pick it all up.
I mean, as long as you're not in combat.
Well, right, but you'll know when you're in
Oh,
combat. It plays music,
but
your whole HUD shows up. Yeah.
I see. I see.
No. It's
Okay.
just you can still do everything. There's actually no issues with getting stuff. It's just you won't necessarily see. There's always like these little white pulsing dots on anything you can loot. Those
Sure.
sometimes don't show up.
Okay. Okay. For the most part, it
Yeah.
sounds like a fun game. Honestly, I think if if it gets just a bit more technical love to it and kind of fixes some things up in the game, I think it'll be fine. Um, but yeah, you and I play very very similarly for open world games, and I think that's one of the things that if I have Adam watching me play a game, he will look at if he knows I'm going to do that, he'll be like, all right, I'll be back in like 40 hours when you're
Yep.
back to the main story.
100%. 100%. I love seeing people's reactions to certain things in video games, especially Genesis, because he reacts like I do, like just a crazy, just a hype,
Hmm.
just excited man. Um,
Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, like God of War, there was a moment where I was like, "Oh, you're getting to like the cool stuff," and you were like, "I'm gonna go do this stuff," and I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna check out. Let me know when you're back." So, yeah, you did that a lot. And
Oh my
honestly,
God.
it
But yeah.
annoys me, but never change how you play because I'm just
Listen,
watching.
that's the way. I mean, every single game I go for, like even when I was playing Resident Evil, I went down so I went to try beat that optional boss. I was like, I can't beat this guy. I have to come back in a little bit. I ended up getting like 1 or 2 upgrades. I came back and I did. But
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
like I will go
And I stopped watching.
scouring
Came back.
everywhere to
That's good for you.
to to just like get everything I can because my thing is this. My rationale behind it is that if
Keep
I'm gonna
going.
miss something if if I don't take the side quest, and that thing may be crucial or may give me an advantage in the game that I may not have had
Right.
if I didn't take the side quest. You know what I mean?
So that's actually exactly why you should explore in this game too,
Yeah.
because you don't get weapons like straight up that often. You can loot whole weapons. Usually you're
Mhm.
getting pieces of them. You can get
Mhm.
whole pieces of armor because like you just attach things to armor to make it better. But like, um, when it comes to, we'll start with armor because it's simple. Like certain pieces of armor, the three stats they give you, well beyond like crit chance and other things, health,
Sure.
key energy, and energy regen stats. Right
Okay.
now, when you just do the quest line, the armors and stuff that you get, like just following the main quest up to whatever point the tutorial takes you to, and then like kind of lets go of your hand. Which, by the way, is right at the mech. Don't go crazy exploring or looting until you get to the mech. That goes out for anybody listening, um, because it's just not worth it. You won't get anything other than healing items until you get to that point, because they'll tell you about crafting. Once you get told about crafting, then you can find all this crap. So the armor and stuff that you get has like no additional stats on it. When you start
Okay.
exploring the world, you get stuff that's nuts. Like I have almost max energy regen on my chest, and I'm only level 11.
Oh God.
Well,
Like,
he's
so
killing it.
the thing about it is, if you explore around and you loot all this stuff, um, you can actually get gear, get weapons, craft weapons that build into what playstyle you're going for, what like character build you have. If you don't do this exploration, your character is not going to be as strong as it can be. Like I can't stress this enough that this game is about exploration and not completing quests.
Got it. Make
Granted,
sure I explore.
you'll complete quests along the way. Don't get me wrong, but
Don't
like,
worry about anything else. Just explore.
yeah,
Only explore.
um,
Forget about eating
but
food. Just explore.
that's right. But what's also cool about it, because they threw
That's
all this
right.
in, and basically took. I'm sorry, I can't stop talking about this game.
No, no, no. I know.
It's all right.
No,
Because they threw this in,
you're just like that's right. Forget
We
about
can't
everything
start
else.
without
Just go.
Desunoto
so
anyway, so keep going.
because because they threw all this stuff into the exploration aspect. It's very much like how Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild supposedly was, where like if you saw something and you're like, I want to go there, that looks cool. There was stuff there for you. It's basically the same thing in this, um, and because they've done all of that and given you all these different things you can loot from, like everywhere you go,
Mm-hmm.
you can find uh, a bunch of stuff with a high luck stat. So like your luck determines how good of loot you find. So if you want to dump points into luck and just
Mm-hmm.
hedge bets on you getting like better gear and basically getting stats that way, as opposed to directly putting stats into or stat points directly into like strength, vitality, agility, stuff like that, go right ahead, because there's enough stuff to loot out in the world if you go exploring that there's a good chance you're going to find some real good drops and it's going to make up for it.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
So I mean, like I said, I think it does enough right to be a good game. Like, people shouldn't just turn their backs on this because it's like getting kind of sort of beat up in reviews. I mean, it's still high 60s. It's not like a bad game by any count, but like, the reviews are justified. There's enough stuff that's broken with it right now. Give it a little bit if you're hesitant. Check it out to see if it's something you want to play, and pick it up cheaper. It's a good game. Don't pass on it. Don't hard pass on it just yet. You might be missing out on something that's real fun.
Tell you what, the hard pass on at this point. Just hard pass on the hood. Don't play that.
There's hope. Please.
Might be hope.
There's hope.
There's hope. Probably. Maybe. And like, no, there's not. Anyways, Desunoto, are you coming back, or?
Sure.
All right. It's,
What do
Do
you
you
mean,
have any
sure?
final thoughts or questions? Genesis, do you have any further thoughts or questions?
Oh, I mean, the game again sounds. I think I'll go with Adam's vibe here. Is that it sounds like a Ubisoft type of game. I think it definitely is one of those games. If you're into open world exploring, all that stuff, if the environment itself is more.
keep going.
What?
Oh, it's so pretty too. There's actually a trophy for finding what's at the end of the rainbow.
Wait, where'd you guys go?
Hold on.
What the?
Genesis, do you have a comment on that?
You find what's at the end of the rainbow. Why are we all
There's a
Steves?
trophy for
What
that,
happened to
yeah.
everybody?
We're not all Steves. You're all your people.
From my screen, I see everybody as Steves, but that's fine. Not
Hey, welcome, by the way, to This Is Not a Copyrighted Game Show.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what are you doing over here? Get out. Stop it. Okay, pick a podium.
Alright, I'm gonna take the yellow one.
Okay.
Piece of shit.
Oh, you
Kevin,
wanna take the yellow? I'll
again,
take the blue. Here,
family
take
show.
the yellow. Take the blue one. Got the pink one?
All right.
You know what? Swap me. Give me the pink one. You go to the blue one.
What?
I want the pink.
Okay, so there's a grab the book behind
Okay,
you.
I'm grabbing
Again,
the book, yep.
Don't read the title of the book. It's copyrighted game show.
Oh,
What did
my
you-
God.
Did you just, oh, well, that's fine. You got your book. So read the
Don't
book.
break the button. Don't break the button. It's L2 to use the button. Don't break the
L2
button,
to use
okay?
the button. We're gonna. Don't worry. Don't hit it yet. We'll test them. We'll test them to make sure they work, so everyone
Book
understands.
has an issue.
What's your issue?
It goes 1 through 9 and then 1 again instead of 10.
Yeah, that's 1,000. So don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna explain everything. So your book doesn't have an issue. All your books say the same thing. Adam didn't notice until today. So people make mistakes. All right. So when you're looking at the book, at the top you'll see single player, RPG, random, classic, UB, that stands for Ubisoft, and real, that stands for real life. As you can see, there are 6 columns, or 6, whatever, 6 across.
Yep.
So this first one is single player, next one is RPG. Then there's 10 questions each. At the top, this question is worth 100 points. If somebody says we're doing this one, and then the question's over, you hit the button, or I hit the button, and then that one's not up there anymore. So it's easier for us to keep track. You should be able to see it down there.
So it's
just
Jeopardy at this point, but we're not. It's not that. Never mind. It's not Jeopardy. It's
Jeopardy. Jeopardy.
Yeah, Jeopardy.
Kevin?
Yeah.
No, don't go back there. All right.
All right. Desunoto, are you good with this? Do you understand this? Do we need to explain it again to you?
I'm going to take that as a no. He's good. All right. So, in total, there are 60 questions. I don't know if we'll do all 60 today. Might take a while.
Listen, man, we could.
I'm first going to count down. I'm going to first count down from 3, and then when I say 1, I want you to hit the button, all of you, just to test it out.
All right.
3, 2, 1. All right, Kevin was way faster than everybody else. I just want everyone to know that. So, just to let you know. So,
and make Desunoto, it's L2, not don't break the button. It's
no,
L2 to hit the button.
I want to tell you right now, don't do that. Don't spam it. Only hit it once. You can hit it when I'm in the middle of reading the question. If you already know the answer, that's fine. We're doing the same rules as that one game show that people know, unnamed.
We're not using the name of. Yep.
Where if
so you're gonna stop reading?
I will stop reading. Yes, but if Kevin gets it right, Kevin picks the next category and the next question. That's how it works. All right.
Okay.
Sounds
cool.
How this works, who's going first, is very easy. I picked one of these at random to who goes first, and unfortunately, it was the blue. So, Desunoto, you're up first. Pick a category and pick a number.
Use the book to pick the category.
That's on the right side, right?
Yeah.
Yes. The top.
This is the easiest part.
Row. The top row is all categories. You can pick.
Okay.
Yes. And then the numbers are the amount of points that it's going to be worth: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or 100.
It's 100 to 1,000.
Okay,
so.
sorry.
Are you keeping score?
I am keeping score, yes.
Okay.
All right.
If you want to keep track of your own score, that's fine. You can, but I'm keeping score as well.
I'll keep a second copy.
Let's do RPG for 1,000.
Whoa. This man
right.
is nuts. Boom.
Okay.
All right. RPG for 1,000.
Okay.
This challenging RPG was originally released in 2009 and is considered the spiritual successor of the Kingsfield series. There is a time limit, and that time limit has already expired.
What?
But it's the first question, so I'm just kind of going to leave this one open. But yeah, there's a 3-second time limit, similar to a different show, because we gotta.
3 seconds?
Yes. If you think you know it, buzz in.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know this one.
Negative?
I will put it in my score, but honestly, I might just forget. So if you want to keep track of the negatives, you can't. Yeah. I mean, don't spam it. Yeah, negatives. You get negatives. Similar to that other one.
Okay.
It's basically the same rules. All right, anybody?
I have no idea what Kingsfield is. Nope.
Yep, nobody knows.
No.
The answer is Demon Souls.
Oh, you got what the?
Yeah. Desunoto, since nobody got it right, pick again.
Pick something easier this time. I was gonna say Demon Souls.
The hint, the amounts of money, don't always mean it's going to be easier. So, just to let you know.
I mean, that's usually how this works. So.
No, that's for the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
How about a random for 700?
700. Random is 3, 7 is 1,000, 9, 8, 7. Random for 700. This United States president was asked and declined to voice the in-game president character in Fallout 3. Genesis.
What is, or who is, Bill Clinton?
That is correct.
What?
Yeah, no, that's correct. You nailed it.
Okay, all right.
All right, Genesis, pick a question and a category.
Let me go single player for 300.
Single player 300. And your question is: the main character of this PlayStation game is modeled after a Dutch actress. Genesis.
Who is Aloy?
That is correct. I will give you that, but just to let you know, I said of this game. So I'm still giving you it. Because,
I should have said the game.
You still got it. You still got it. Go ahead, pick again.
Okay. All right, cool. Let me get Ubisoft for 500.
Ubisoft.
We actually have to phrase these as questions. I'm real
Yeah,
good.
you don't have to. No, it's fine.
Alright, thank
I'll
goodness.
forgive you. Ubisoft for 5. Your question is: this game, originally called Gods and Monsters, received a name change before its release due to trademark dispute with Monster Energy.
Oh, I heard about this.
Genesis?
What is... Oh, God. What is... Gods and... No, gods and... Ghouls? No. Well, what is gods and ghouls?
That's a minus 500 for you.
No.
Anybody else care to take a guess?
It's such a good start.
Again, there's a time limit, so I'm not going to give you long. The
Hit the button
answer
as well.
was Immortal Phoenix Rising.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Genesis, nobody else got it, so go ahead. Pick again.
Okay. Ubisoft for 300.
Ubisoft for 3. Ubisoft for 3 is... this game originally was considered a flop by Ubisoft standards when it first launched, but thanks to developer support, Ubisoft now considers this a franchise. Genesis?
What is Watch Dogs?
It's minus 300. Anybody else?
Oh, God.
Kevin?
For Honor?
That is correct. Plus 300. That actually...
What am I at right now?
200.
700, 300, negative 5, negative 3. Keep track or shut up.
I got it. You're
Yeah,
200.
I know. Yeah.
Thanks.
So Kevin 300. That's actually a reference to an argument that Kevin, myself, and Genesis had if it's considered a flop. So, and then we learned that Ubisoft did originally consider it a flop, but then, thanks to developer and fan support, it is now considered a franchise. Kevin, pick a category and a question.
Shit. Let's go Classic 1000.
Classic 1000. Wow, people are getting nuts with these thousands. That's Ubisoft. Whoops. Classics. Oh my god. I keep reading the book. Classics for 1000. Where is this? Is this it? There it is. This game was the first Xbox Live Arcade game. It's time for the misses to play. Genesis was first.
What is Miss Pac-Man?
That is correct for
Nice
1000.
Yeah.
Fun fact, also a reference to an earlier episode of Crafting a Chat, the first quiz I made.
Oh, yeah, that was on the first quiz you made.
Genesis, pick a question.
Okay. Let me get the RPG for... Hang on. What have we done for RPG? RPG for 600.
These guys are killing me. RPG for 600. The question is, this game, based on a popular film franchise from the 1970s, was released to critical acclaim in 2003.
Oh, God.
Time's up. The answer was Star Wars KOTOR.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Nice
Genesis, pick again.
Yep.
All right. Let's go a little bit easier. RPG for 300.
RPG, again, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be easier. It should be. It should be a little bit easier. All right. This RPG franchise was first released in 1997 and continues to this day, spawning multiple sequels, including a mobile game.
What?
Genesis.
What is Final Fantasy?
That is incorrect.
There's a much older game.
Much older. Okay.
There's too many options for this.
There are too many options. The answer is Fallout.
Oh,
Genesis.
Yeah,
Nobody got it correct, so pick again.
Man.
Final
All
Fantasy,
right.
by the way, came out like in the 80s.
Yeah, Final Fantasy's old.
Yeah.
It's
I was
old
not.
as dirt.
I definitely was not educated on that one. Let me get single player for
fine.
800.
Single player 800. 800. Single player 800.
That game, Final Fantasy, fun fact, saved the developer. they were going to die if it didn't succeed.
That is a
First
fun
off, it's
fact.
time.
Thank you. I don't know, contestants gave out fun facts. Interesting. But honestly, if you have a fun fact about anything I'm saying, throw it out there. So single player 800. This game was created by a 40-person team, but eventually jumped to 60 by the end of development. When the game was released, it was hailed as the greatest comic book game of all time. Genesis.
What is Spider-Man?
Minus 800.
Oh God.
I mean, Kevin.
Spider-Man Miles Morales?
Minus 800.
Darn.
The answer is... Oh, go ahead.
Batman.
That's not a game.
Technically it is.
Which Batman?
Arkham games.
Which one of them?
Oh my God.
3 of them.
Oh. I thought it was just the series. Asylum.
I'm gonna give it to you, but that was just sad. Please do not do that again.
Oh.
You got it correct. Good job.
Oh, look at that. All
Yeah,
right.
look at that. He's on the board. I'm pretty sure he has a higher
our-
score. So
Our commenter, one of our commenters in the Twitch chat, Mian, was laughing at the just Batman portion of it. So
that. Yeah. Okay. Well, entertainment. Good job. Desunoto, pick a category and an amount.
RPG for 800.
RPG 800. RPG 800.
Yes, Mian, I think we might have to extend the podcast to 8 hours for him to make a decision. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Again, I'm going to get more strict with the time as this goes on. RPG for 800. The creator of this franchise went on to create Milo, an interactive AI that used the power of Microsoft's Kinect. The creator later revealed that the demo shown was mostly faked. Kevin.
Fable.
Kevin, that is correct.
Oh, the developer. Did you say the name of the developer?
No.
Okay.
I just said the guy who created it. Kevin and I just had a conversation about this, so he might have had an unfair advantage. But honestly, I'm okay with it. Kevin, pick a category and an amount.
Nice job, Kevin. Nice job.
Real life 400, I guess.
Real life 400. Wow, I didn't think anybody would pick the real life until the very end, so I'm pretty happy about this. Real life 400. 1, 2, 3, 4. This popular coin was created in 2013, but didn't find success until 2021. Kevin.
Dogecoin.
That is correct.
Oh.
I really thought you were going to get that one, Genesis.
I know.
Kevin, pick a game.
Real life for 1,000.
Real life for 1,000. Ooh, it's getting spicy.
Kevin's going crazy right now.
Getting spicy. Real life for 1,000. This popular children's toy was originally used to clean wallpaper. Kevin.
Silly putty.
Ooh. No.
Oh.
Clean wallpaper. Oh, God.
Ding, ding, ding.
Right,
Play-Doh.
I know what it is. Yeah, that was the other option.
Yeah.
I knew it was one of them.
Yeah.
I went with the wrong one.
Yeah.
Oh, Desunoto, you should have known that one, Desunoto.
Desunoto as a wallpaper cleaner in real life, you should have knew that one. Kevin, pick a category and... It was a joke. Pick another one.
Let's do it.
Real life for 900. Kevin, you're making this really easy for me. All right. This measures the amount of energy required to raise 1 pound of water by 1 degree Fahrenheit.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
I will repeat the question. This measures the amount of energy required to raise 1 pound of water by 1 degree Fahrenheit.
Um.
Toot, toot. The answer is BTU.
Yep.
Oh no! Oh
Yeah.
God, I could have. Oh God.
800.
Before you go to the next one, Mian had mentioned in the chat as well. Desunoto used to eat Play-Doh as a child. That's why he should have known that answer.
Oh, interesting. Neon is a stalker or someone close to you, but for some reason only watching Genesis. Interesting. Well, I guess you're not streaming, so I guess it makes sense.
He's on the Twitch. That's why I can see the comments.
Well, I hope he's enjoying Jeopardy. All right, Kevin, you said 800, right?
You can't.
We're not using that name, and yes,
we're not using that name. Yeah, we're not using that name.
What?
We're not using that name.
All right, 800.
Okay.
Let's go.
The first episode of this podcast was streamed on Twitch under a different name on July 30th, 2020. Genesis.
Crafting a chat.
That is correct. And honestly, I'm upset nobody else got this.
It was Miners and Holes originally.
It was Miners and Hoes originally, yeah. All right. Genesis, pick a category and amount.
Did you? Light?
Yeah, you need to flick the light.
Thank you.
Let me get classic for 300.
Classics for 300.
Okay, no, we didn't.
No, we didn't do classics for 300 yet. There, I flipped the light. You happy?
Absolutely. I'm so ecstatic. Aren't you ecstatic, Desunoto? Aren't you happy looking up there?
This game...
Blackouts.
Yes.
Classic for 300. This game is the third best-selling Nintendo 64 game and is the only game in the top 3 without the number 64. But it does have an iconic 3-digit number. Ding ding. The answer was GoldenEye 007.
Oh, man. I was thinking Banjo-Kazooie, but I was like...
That does not have a 3 number. All right.
No. When
Genesis, pick again?
That threw me off. I was like, oh. Give me classic for 500.
Classic for 5? Where are we? 1, 2, 5 right here, right? Is that 5? Yeah, that's 5. All right, classics for 5. In this arcade game, the 6 cities were originally named after 6 Californian cities. The lead programmer suffered from nightmares of these cities being destroyed by a nuclear blast, and the cities were eventually removed before launch. Desunoto is typing. That is not a way to answer. Ding ding. The answer is Missile Command.
Missile Command.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Genesis, pick again.
Oh boy. All right, classic 400.
Oh, you're so easy. Thank you. I appreciate this. All right, classic 4. If you replace the first letter of either word in this title to a C, the title would become inappropriate, but will give that laughing dog something to laugh at. Genesis.
Duck Hunt.
That is correct.
Oh, nice.
Do you get it? Do you see it? You see it now? Yeah. Thank you.
The laughing dog. I got it now.
Yeah. Genesis, pick again.
I got it. RPG for 400.
RPG 400. Oh, we just stay like right around here. RPG's the second one, I believe. Boom.
Yep.
Alright, so RPG 400. This franchise was just remastered for an all-new generation. Let's hope the third game ends well. Doot doot. Oh, Kevin, I'll allow it.
Mass Effect?
That is correct.
Okay.
What? Third game? Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
It took me 4 hours to make this game, so I had to think. I actually did put some thought into some of these questions. Kevin?
I appreciate it, first of all, and second of all, Mian absolutely loves this, so our viewers now absolutely love this.
Enjoy. Kevin?
Let's go single player for 1,000, because I'm a big spender.
Single player for 1,000. Oh, no. Single player for 1,000, because you're a big spender, doesn't really make any sense.
Nope, but you know.
This is a tough one. This game stars the voice actors of John Cleese and Nathan Fillion. The latter is an Edmonton native where BioWare is located. The game released in 2005. Kevin.
Dragon Age Origins?
No, unfortunately
Oh.
not. Anybody else? Nope. Jade Empire.
Oh,
Jade
that one.
Empire.
Yep.
Yeah.
If
I
you're
was gonna
upset
say
about
Dragon
that
Age
one,
as well,
you could blame Cartel because I said just name a game, and he named that game, and I found trivia about it. So,
All right.
Cartel.
No,
Kevin,
that's fine.
pick
Yeah.
again.
Let's go single player for 900.
Ooh, this one should be easier for you. This main character of a popular Sony franchise is partly based on Jackass star Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville.
I'm going to be shocked if no one gets this one. And I'm calling it. Nobody got it. The answer is Nathan Drake.
He's
Really?
based off of Johnny. What?
He's partly based off Johnny Knoxville. If you find old concept art, you see like them comparing him to Johnny Knoxville. They talked about it at E3 2008. So fun little behind the scenes facts for you. Kevin, pick again.
Let's go RPG for 9.
RPG. Oh, you make it so easy. Kevin, I like when you pick.
I know. Right?
All right. This popular card game was created in the novel, but actually playable in the latest Witcher game. Kevin?
Gwent.
That is correct.
Nice.
See,
All right,
see
I'm
some
at
of
0 again.
see some of these are easy. Some of these are easy. Oh yeah, you would be at 0. You had 2 negatives, 1,000, so that would do it. All right, Kevin, pick again.
Right, let's do Ubisoft for 1,000. Spice it up.
Ubisoft for 1,000. Oh no.
At this point, Desunoto or not, I'm not going to have any big points to choose from.
That's okay. As long as you don't like screw up a bunch, you're fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
no.
All right, Ubisoft for 1,000. Actor Joseph Gordon-Levitt appeared at Ubisoft's E3 2018 conference to talk about his company working with the fans to create content for this game, still yet to be released.
I remember this conference.
I remember this event. I don't remember.
Oh,
what it
everyone.
was.
Think of a Ubisoft game that's not out. 3,
What did he
2,
talk about?
1.
I don't know.
I'm calling it Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh,
that's right.
Yeah.
He did come out for that, and he did talk about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin,
Ubisoft
pick again. Ubisoft for 9. Okay, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. There we go. This franchise increased popularity in 2009 with its second game, but also is credited as Genesis.
Assassin's Creed.
Is there more to that title?
Assassin's Creed 2.
Thank you. There you go. You got it. I knew, but I'm going to finish the question, but also is credited as being one of the first Ubisoft Tower system games. So, Genesis, good job.
Tower system game. What?
Yeah, where you have to climb a tower to reveal everything.
Oh, that's what you mean by that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
That's what Ubisoft calls it. Genesis.
Interesting.
Pick a category and a number.
Can I get random 100?
What? Random 100?
Smack you.
Oh no. I can't believe he chose random. Nobody chooses random. Alright, random 100. The creator of this character thought of the character while they were eating a slice of pizza. You're going to slap yourselves if you don't. And I'm going to call it. The answer is Pac-Man.
Oh, I was gonna. Okay, never mind.
No, nope. I already called it.
Yep,
You got to be
yep.
quicker. I'm getting stricter with these. Genesis,
Okay.
pick again.
Let me get random for 200.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. Oh, boom, boom, boom. All right. This annoying issue affects controllers and has a class action lawsuit. Genesis?
Stick drift.
That is correct. I'm going to finish reading the question. As a class action lawsuit, most recently targeting Sony, I have now been affected by it as well. So.
Classic 300. Oh, sorry, not classic 300. Random 300. Sorry.
Yeah,
Random
I got where you're going with.
Classic 300
Yeah.
doesn't exist. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
All right, random 300. Oh, you screwing me up. This game was originally revealed as a Mac exclusive in 1999 until Microsoft bought the developer, becoming one of their tentpole franchises. Kevin.
Myst?
That is incorrect.
Hmm.
Anybody else want to take a risk? It's only a 3. All right, Desunoto spun around. I'm going to take that as a no. The answer is Halo.
Oh, that was a Mac game?
That was originally intended to be a Mac game. Steve Jobs is quoting as calling this game like revolutionary and it could be something big. And then Microsoft was like,
No,
we bought you.
They had made Marathon like 1 through 3. Halo could have been like the 4th one technically. Yeah. That makes sense.
Kevin, pick again, or who's that? Genesis? No, that was Genesis. Genesis, pick again.
Yeah.
Who went?
Random 400.
Oh man, this is the best day of my life. This game is constantly played on devices that are not originally intended, such as a calculator and a heavily altered pregnancy test. Kevin?
Doom.
That is correct.
Oh.
Looking in
altered pregnancy test?
Yeah,
they play Doom on a pregnancy test?
So the reason I said heavily altered is because the person put like a little computer into the pregnancy test. They didn't actually they just used the screen of the pregnancy test, and they actually might have changed that as well. So it's heavily altered. That's why I said that.
They played Doom on oscillators.
Everything. Yeah.
Like...
Kevin?
Oh yeah.
Pick a category?
Let's just keep going. Random 5.
Random? Oh my god, I love everybody here. Except Desunoto, you haven't really spoken.
Desunoto, they gotta answer some questions.
Alright. The paintings in Minecraft are modeled after this popular PC video game that first started as a mod.
First started as what?
A mod.
A mod.
Oh, mod. Okay.
Not the name. Ding ding. Counter-Strike.
That's from Counter-Strike?
Yep. The paintings in Minecraft are based on Counter-Strike maps.
I'm gonna look at those again now.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna mess with you forever. It's a real fact. Kevin, pick again.
I believe it. I just want to see a random 6.
Oh my god, beautiful day.
I know,
right? This band has earned more revenue in Guitar Hero than any record they have ever sold. Kevin.
Shot in the dark. Aerosmith.
Kevin, that is correct.
Okay,
wow.
I was gonna say they got their own game and they had DLC before it. So
yeah.
That was for 600, right?
Yeah. Aerosmith is quoted as saying, like their producer is quoted as saying, that game has sold more than any of their albums.
I sold tons of it.
Yeah. So, all right, Kevin, are we still going down? Going for the 8?
Yeah, let's keep going. Random 8.
Random 8.
I like this random category.
Thank you. I made it.
Better. Yeah, it's one of the coolest categories.
Thank you. I hate it.
The name for a group of Endermen in Minecraft.
What?
I'm going to call it. It's a haunting of Endermen.
A haunting?
Random
it's
9.
A haunting of Endermen. Yeah, that's what it is. All right, random 9. This was the first video game character to be featured in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Oh.
Genesis.
Sonic?
And what type of creature is Sonic?
Hedgehog.
That is correct for 9. I would have gave it to you if you just said Sonic.
Man, I was right there between Mario and Sonic.
Sonic.
I was honestly thinking of Donkey Kong, but all right.
Not as widely loved to be in a Macy's Day Parade in the beginning.
Let's end this up with 1,000.
Let's end this up with 1,000. First category done. This company was created by 2 former Microsoft employees and now has 75% of digital market share. All concerning video games. Slap yourselves. Kevin?
I'm gonna take the risk. Steam.
The answer is Valve / Steam.
Valve,
That
yeah.
is correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wrote both down because I knew
Okay.
somebody would say it.
Nice.
Wow, I'm surprised that took a while. I gave it a little bit longer because I was like, they know this. I know they do.
I didn't think it was right, but I guess
I
it
know.
was. Hold on, I gotta refresh my memory on these. Classic for 9.
Classic for 9. That's this one right here. Classic for 9 is this popular author has his name attached to over 5 Ubisoft franchises, but most of his work is actually unrelated. Kevin?
Tom Clancy.
That is correct. See, some of these things, they're going like, they're all over the place. Because they do, because some of them overlap, obviously. So.
Classic for 8.
Classic for 8. Where is it? Right here?
Catching up to Genesis now. Only
You
700 behind you.
You just got that 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No.
What? Yeah, 9.
Yeah.
Classic for 9.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No.
Confusing.
Lord have mercy on my soul.
Shush.
This popular arcade game is the first video game to popularize the concept of achieving a high score, being the first to save the player's score. Genesis.
Galaga?
Incorrect. Nope. The answer was Space Invader.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't buzz in. I was gonna say asteroids.
Wow. Okay, well, there goes my lead, Kevin. There you go.
Oh, yeah, right. I do math. What are we at? Classic?
Mian says Desunoto is awfully quiet.
Yeah, he's probably sleeping.
Classic for 7?
He had a tough day. Classic for 7. Let me turn around here, move up. Correct? Yeah, that's correct. Alright, Classics for 7. Konami announced a partnership with the streaming platform Peacock that gave this classic 1901 arcade game will be turned into a TV show.
What? It can't be.
Beep, beep. Oh, Kevin, I'll let you go for it if you're feeling it. Yeah, I'll let you go for it.
Castlevania.
Incorrect. -7.
Okay, I didn't think it was.
The answer is Frogger.
Frog.
What?
Oh, there was a TV show for Frogger.
Not yet. It was just announced for Peacock. Please pay attention.
Peacock.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of the old classic Frogger show.
There was a classic
Kevin...
Frogger show?
There was a classic Frogger show. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Pac-Man
I'm wasting
show.
time.
Anyway,
all right, Kevin.
Classic for 6.
Okay, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Squeeze it. Squeeze that lemon.
This popular arcade game was created by Russian software engineer Alexei Pajitnov in Kevin?
Tetris.
That is correct. The year was 1984.
We're tied. Woo!
Nice. Kevin, pick again.
All right.
Classics 2 and 1.
No, hold up. Ubisoft 800.
Ubisoft 800. Oh my god, these kids are crazy.
These kids are crazy.
This popular Ubisoft game faced criticism in 2019 for updating the game to remove skulls, some violent elements, and risky elements in order to appease Chinese censorship.
2019. Removed.
3, 2, 1. Beep beep. The answer is Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Kevin, fun story. Yeah. The Chinese government has an issue with skulls and stuff.
Yeah,
so
they do.
I remember talking about this with you when this happened. So,
Yep.
Kevin, pick again.
Ubisoft 7.
These hideous creatures debuted in Rayman and have spun off in their own game and have also partnered. Genesis?
Rabbids.
Correct. They partnered with Mario. 7? I think that was 7. Genesis, pick a game.
Oh, let's do Ubisoft 600.
Ubisoft 6.
We're crushing this on time, by the way.
Oh, yeah. This franchise has a live-action movie, 6 main games, and 8 spin-offs. Genesis?
Assassin's Creed?
Incorrect.
What was the question?
I will repeat it. This franchise has a live-action movie, 6 main games, and 8 spin-offs. And that's a ding-ding. The answer is Far Cry.
There's a movie?
Yeah, it's directed by Uwe Boll. It came out in like 2007. It has really almost nothing to do with the video game. But same dude who directed Blood Rain. Kevin, by the way, I hear myself echoing, so some with your mic usually is the issue.
Okay.
Genesis, I believe that's still you, so pick.
Let's keep going up. Ubisoft, what is that? 400? Yeah, 400.
Ubisoft 4! Uh-oh, that is a daily double.
What?
That is a daily double. And also, it's a classic question, not a Ubisoft question, so we're mixing it up.
Okay.
Genesis, how much would you like to wager?
You have 3,200.
I'm going to go with Kevin and say you have 3,200.
Man, if I don't go big.
Oh, wait, hold up. No, he doesn't. What was the last question? Ubisoft for...
That was 400, I think. No,
we're on 4. Yeah, it was the Far Cry one, which was 6.
600.
It was 6?
Yes.
Yeah.
So hold up. 2,600 you have.
2,600.
I'll wager 1,200.
1,200. This is only for Genesis. You have 5 seconds to answer it.
Okay. Oh, no.
Tennis for Two is credited as being the first video game created in 1958. This was the main inspiration for this 1972 game.
Repeat it one more time. I'm sorry.
Tennis for Two is credited as being the first video game created in 1958. This was the main inspiration for this 1972 game.
Pong?
For 1,200, you are correct.
Wait a second, hold on. Okay, I had
Are you celebrating?
Yes.
Good job. All right, nice. Genesis, pick again. Tonight?
Yeah, I got that. You know what? Let's do Ubisoft 200. Almost done with it anyway. Be done with that garbage company, burn it, throw it on the ground, swat it, and all that good stuff.
Hey, no swatting. This game received heavy criticism for faking its E3 demo in 2012. Genesis.
Watch Dogs.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And do you want to finish out the category?
Yeah, let's do 100. Ubisoft 100.
Ubisoft 100. The podcaster on this panel that hates this company the most. Kevin was first.
Genesis.
That is correct. Desunoto, I'm disappointed that you didn't even attempt.
I was.
We know. We got it. It's okay.
Going to and then.
Right. Single player for 7.
Single player for 7. Oh my god. I'm gonna go way over. Alright. To achieve the sound of these creatures in The Last of Us, Naughty Dog hired voice actress Misty Lee, who then produced a sound which is described as originating in the back of the throat. Kevin.
Clicker.
What?
Clicker.
Oh yeah, clickers. That is correct.
No, you should have gotten that one. That you told me about that one at one point, actually.
I mean, all
Yeah,
of
it's
us
from their
should have got that.
Grounded.
Yeah. Kevin, pick again.
Single player for 6, please.
Single player for 6. I can do. Ugh. This game is the second in the franchise, but does not have a 2 in the title. And there's a sequel, and the sequel to that game is a prequel to the second game. Genesis.
Nier Automata?
Incorrect.
Ooh, good guess.
Man.
Good guess.
Any other guesses, or want me to repeat or whatever?
Repeat it,
Repeat
please.
it one more time.
I will
You
repeat.
can't guess
Genesis.
anymore.
You can't guess anymore.
No, I'm not. I just want to hear it again.
This game is the second in the franchise, but does not have a 2 in the title. And the sequel is a prequel to the second game.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm going to go ahead and call that one, honestly. The answer is Red Dead.
Oh, no.
Red Dead Redemption is a sequel to Red Dead Revolver.
I didn't think
and
of that.
Red Dead 2 is the third game. Yeah.
You know why I said Nier? Because Replicant just came, but I forgot that's the remake of the first. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. You're not an idiot, but anyways, Genesis,
No, you're fine.
go ahead, pick again.
We'll keep going. Let's go,
Isn't it
5?
mine?
Yeah.
Oh,
5.
sorry. Was it Kevin?
Wait, who got the last one?
Single player 700 for...
Oh, who said? Oh, you said
Kevin's been
clickers. Yeah, Kevin,
7.
your turn.
Yeah, Kevin's been going. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Single player 5, I'm guessing. It's all the same, honestly, so it works out.
Yeah.
This franchise has 8 main games, 2 spin-offs, and 2 films.
2 films, 8 main games, and 2 spin-offs?
Go ahead and call that one. The answer is Hitman.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, Kevin.
Player for 4.
Single player for 4. The debut gameplay for this game created an online debate after the game was released, known as Puddlegate. Genesis.
Spider-Man.
That is correct. Everybody remember Puddlegate?
Nope.
Yeah. When the puddles weren't visible in one of the tech demos for Spider-Man, and I think people were like...
No, the puddles were there in the tech demos, but then in the actual game they were not. They were removed.
Yeah, and then they came back in the PlayStation 5 version of it.
And people were like, this has been downgraded. But they were like, we just didn't want it there anymore. But sure. All right, Genesis, pick again.
Oh, let's keep going. 200.
200. This game has sold over 145 million copies. I don't think we're getting 6 for a while. Genesis?
Oh, I might be wrong with this one. Devil May Cry?
Yeah, you are 100% wrong. You think Devil May Cry 5 sold 145 million copies?
I'm thinking of the series, and I thought, I was like, no, he said the game, not the series.
All right,
okay,
anybody else wanna go?
Can you say it again?
I can. This game has sold over 145 million copies. I don't think we're getting 6 for a while.
Oh God!
Yeah.
That's so simple. Oh Lord of mercy! Why'd I mess that up?
I don't know.
You can get this one. Hit the
3,
stupid button.
2, 1.
Desunoto. Oh my God!
Oh, Desunoto. I'll allow it. Go ahead.
Come on, you know this one. It's real simple. You know this one. What's the only thing that would sell 145 million copies?
There is a time limit here. I'm being very lenient since you have only 800 points. Give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. What's your answer?
I don't have an answer.
You buzzed in, so you lost 200. The answer was GTA 5.
I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. I was like, why did I say DMC?
I don't know.
Only game that would sell 145
Genesis, where are we going?
Let's go to 100. Let's just finish out the the one.
In this game, you take on the character of Cole McGrath, who is at the epicenter of a suspected... Kevin, I think that was you.
Infamous.
That is correct.
Oh, man.
See, some of these 100s are easy.
Real life 700.
Oh my God, let me write stuff down. This, I think. That's easy. Real life 700. No, phone, don't do that. Real life 700. To find one of these without a specific finder, you can tap the outlet, use a magnet, use a flashlight at a steep angle, etc. Etc. Not etc. I don't know why I put a D in it.
What?
Repeat the question again, please.
To find one of these without a specific finder, you can tap the outlet, or use a magnet, or use a flashlight at a steep angle, etc. Kevin.
Stud?
That is 100% correct.
Thank you.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah. I was gonna say like, or you could put a picture of, or you could just pull up a picture of me, and then I didn't want to do that.
Nice
Hey, don't do that. I'm getting confused.
Real life for 6.
Real life for 6. Let me just hit that
Genesis,
thing.
we're tied again.
This is so bad. This is horrible.
Only this number of languages are written right to left.
Oh my God.
Oh God, Lord. I have to know.
Go next.
And does you know you want to? Wow. Okay, go ahead.
5.
Ooh, no. You went for it. I respect it. Anybody else want to take a guess?
I'm
gonna call it.
Taking a guess on that.
The answer is 12. There's only 12 languages written right
to
listen.
Left. Hey, look at me. Look at me here. Look at me. Desunoto, look over here.
Oh, he's sad.
Pick your head up. You were close to 5. Everything's fine. Just answer the next couple of questions and you may have a chance.
Also, you're at a solid 0, so you're not in the negatives.
Real life for 5.
Real life for 5. This film was released in 2019, and the main actor went on to win an Oscar. Genesis.
Joker.
That is correct.
Damn it.
I know. I put that one in there for you. So, you know what? Screw it. We'll give you the points. It's fine.
What?
I'm just kidding. That's not how this works. Genesis, what do you want to go with?
Let's go. Is that RPG? Let's go RPG. Is that 700? Yeah, 700. Yeah, please.
RPG 700. Oh boy, I forgot that one was still there.
What are you doing? Get down.
Hey, I mean it's fine. As long as you don't break stuff. Is everybody ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
This Japanese RPG is a spin-off of another popular Japanese franchise. The first was released in 1997. Desunoto.
Dragon Quest.
Incorrect.
Good guess.
That is a good guess. That is a good guess. Anybody else?
Do I know this? I think I know this.
Oh, then hit your button. Go ahead, Kevin.
Saga Frontier?
Incorrect. Genesis, you want to get in minus 700, or are you good?
No, I'm good.
The answer is Persona.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Persona is a spin-off. And then the first game was released. I don't. Yeah.
It's a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei. Oh,
I wasn't 100% if Saga Frontier is a spin-off of Romancing Saga. They're written in the same font, but I never really looked it up.
Yeah, I don't even play Persona, and I had to just find trivia about it. So this was a journey. Genesis.
Yeah.
Who just went? Was that you?
Yeah, we'll stay in RPG. Let's just go
Oh,
with
okay.
500.
So 5, that's 5. Yeah, that's 5.
I'm almost done here.
There are 9 different versions of this game. Even the company that made it understood the joke.
9 different versions of this game.
Even the company that made it understood the joke.
I feel like I should know this answer. Oh no.
Yeah, we all
please.
should. 3,
No,
2,
hold on.
1. No. The answer is Skyrim.
Oh my god.
Yeah. There's 9 different versions of Skyrim. So.
Yeah, that's right.
Genesis. Good question.
Keep it going. 200 RPGs.
RPG. ARPAGA?
ARPAGA.
200 RPGs.
200 RPGs. 200 RPGs. That's too many RPGs.
A lot of RPGs.
This action RPG was just released this morning, 5/25. Kevin.
Oh no.
Biomutant.
That is correct. I knew you would talk about it, and I was like, everyone should get this one. And you even said, like, you even like specified that you've been playing it this morning since it came out. So.
Oh.
All right, Kevin.
All right,
next.
let's just go. RPG 100.
Let's just go. If we can speed this process up a piece of. This game was hyped, but then banned from the PlayStation Store due to technical Genesis.
Cyberpunk.
That is correct.
Yep.
There was a story about this today where it's they're still trying to get it back and they're talking with Sony.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Read that one.
Yeah.
All right, where we headed?
Genesis, where we had
Real 100.
Real 100. Oh, we don't have many questions left. Oh boy.
No, only 5 to go.
It takes 4 of these to make $1, but only 2 to make a wrapper. Genesis.
Quarters?
That is correct.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That one.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
super
I like
confused.
that.
I was gonna say quarters. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
It's,
I thought of
you
rapper.
gotta remember,
like
it's
rapper.
easy.
Like I thought you meant a rapper, and I was like, well, a rapper.
I
What
know.
do you to rap? And then I was like, oh, rapper as in
I went that way too,
the
thank
genre.
Genesis. Next.
Real 200.
Real 200.
Not that fake 200. We want the real 200.
If you're having one of these, the recommendation is to tilt your head forward, not back. Desunoto.
Nosebleed.
That is correct.
Nice.
Oh my
job.
god, nice.
Most people still tilt their head back. You don't want to do that because blood can go down into your throat and the airways. So you got to be careful with that. So.
Oh,
Desunoto, pick a category. There's only 2. Real life and classics.
Real life for 3.
Real life for 3. The life of one of these light bulbs is 40,000 to 50,000 hours. Genesis.
Actually, I'll let him go for it. Go right ahead.
Okay, you lose points.
That's fine.
You were first. All right, -3. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Desunoto?
Incandescent.
That is incorrect.
You made me lose 300 to do it.
Kevin, you want to take a shot at it?
I swear to God.
I really know.
All right, the answer is LED.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
come on, why did I? Why?
I don't know why you did that.
Question.
I'm just gonna. Okay. All right, keep going.
All right.
Desunoto, pick it.
Desunoto, which one? 1 or 2?
2.
I swear to God, if that made me lose my lead against Kevin, I'm gonna literally jump off of the cliff. Okay.
Well, there's still 2 questions.
Some breathing room.
All right. The first of this franchise was released in 2005 and was described by the developers as the action of DMC in the puzzle solving of Team Eco. Genesis.
Bayonetta.
In 2005, that is incorrect.
Was that not 2005?
It was not.
Okay. Well,
anybody else?
This is for 200, right?
Yes. I guess you're not going for it. All right. The answer was God of War.
I was right. Damn, I should have said it.
Yeah, you should have went for it. And then the final question, no picks necessary. Probably the hardest
You can go
question
back to
in the
zero here.
game. The creator of this franchise created this franchise with a love triangle that mirrors the rivalry between Bluto and Popeye for olive oil.
What?
What?
The creator of
Repeat
this
the question.
franchise created this franchise with a love triangle that mirrors the rivalry between Bluto and Popeye for olive oil.
What in the world is this?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
The correct answer is the Mario franchise.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yep.
Okay.
Because it's a love triangle of Mario, Bowser, and Princess Peach.
What are you doing?
We're boycotting this.
What?
Go ahead.
Kevin, you did the math on everything?
I did.
Alright, who's the winner? I'm not doing the math.
Genesis has 4,300, Desunoto has negative 100, and I have 3,600.
Aww.
So if there's no final question, Genesis is the winner.
And you had 3,600?
Yep.
Who said there was no final question?
I said if there was none, then Genesis.
Hang on, I'm coming back down to the earth. What's the final question?
There's no final question. Winner!
Mian says Desunoto's the real winner in my heart.
Yeah, I guess. He didn't embarrass himself with all the negatives that Genesis got. But, you know.
Swear to God, you should have known that. I let myself get minus 300 for your stupid answer that you gave. Oh my God! Who says incandescent light bulbs last so long?
That was a trick question.
Have you ever seen?
What was the trick about that question? It was not
I was gonna say
question.
LED, but I was like, wait, maybe it's not LED.
That's right. I went the same route and didn't answer, so I get it.
Hey, you know, I respect it. I respect it.
Mian says you should be able to wager all your points for one final question, like real Jeopardy.
No, we're not doing that.
No, we're not doing Jeopardy. Yeah, we're not doing Jeopardy. No, man, we're not doing Jeopardy.
All right, that was fun. Good quiz.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna come up with a final Jeopardy question, like type of thing.
We could definitely use this. I'm sure if other people come up with
I'm not
similar...
gonna destroy it.
I don't know why you guys are all Steves for me, but it's fine. Whatever. It's not a big deal. All right,
Desunoto,
so that is
move. All right, Desunoto's sleeping. So.
What?
Desunoto, you coming back to us?
Oh.
All right.
All right, rumors.
Right. It is rumor time. All right, hang on 1 second. Sorry, this is being annoying.
I want to go back to Biomutant. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. Okay, so I actually have a couple of good rumors this week. So the internet is whispering a couple things to me. So I'm going to start out with.
All right, look.
Okay.
We're gonna have intervention. All right.
Okay.
The internet's whispering you like this.
Oh God! I didn't realize you were staring right at me.
Shut it off.
I looked at the TV screen. I was like, "Oh my God, he's staring at me." That would have been terrifying in VR. Oh my God.
What?
The first one I'm gonna start out with is Xbox's E3 event is rumored to be on June 13th. By Game Mess Show Maestro Jeff Grubb. He's saying that it's going to be June 13th. He just gave a date. He didn't give anything else besides that, as far as what was rumored to be there, something like that. I'm going to follow that up, though, and it'll be a two-part rumor. Because there is another rumor that there's going to be 5 new AAA Xbox game studios announced at this E3, and Bethesda games that are going to be revealed in this E3. So they're going based off of Xbox Game Showcase. Xbox revealed 4 new AAA games. That was from last year, from their own studios. This year they have now Bethesda XGS. Who's XGSP? What is that?
Who knows?
XGSP.
I'll look it up.
And the source
excuse
that
me.
they're getting this from is the Xbox Era Forum. They're not okay. Yeah, he's getting it. He's getting it from the Xbox Era Forum. But basically, the rumor is 5 new AAA Xbox game studios being shown off at this E3. Who
Wait,
knows what they're going to show?
are
And
you're saying game studios? Do you mean like new developers or games?
new developers.
Oh,
Wait,
interesting. Okay.
hold on.
Yes,
X
because they're still on a buying spree as far as I remember from
GSP.
Genesis.
XGSP. Sorry.
So as an X-ray, gamma, sigma, I forget what P is.
Pi.
I don't think S is
Peter.
sigma. Yeah, sure, that. That's not a company.
No. So what is XGSP? Okay, whatever. That's fine. Maybe Xbox Game
Oh, Game
Studios.
Pass.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
XGS. Well, no, that doesn't work either.
Any thoughts on this as far as what 5 game studios they'd be showing off that are AAA? We know Bethesda's probably going to be there. They're probably going to have a joint conference this time, so everything's going to be in one block instead of 2 different, obviously, because now they're owned by Microsoft. Any ideas? Any thoughts?
I mean, they usually are on Mondays, so June 13th makes sense.
Okay.
For sure, that's the Monday. Yeah, I mean, I don't really
I can't think of
know
what they would
anything
have
else.
bought that are AAA game studios in the or maybe created. They could be very well created. They may
Yeah,
not have been bought.
maybe they've combined some Bethesda studios.
That could be. They could also
I
be
don't think they would
combining
do that though.
smaller studios on their end for
Okay.
Yeah.
Xbox.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what was the question now? I was still trying to find this XGSP.
Oh, just thoughts on what 5 new AAA Xbox game studios they might have to show off during their
So
conference this
here's the
year.
thing. Now, the rumor says they have 5 new studios?
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 new AAA Xbox game studios plus Bethesda games to be revealed this summer.
Now, that means that they are new studios. I don't know if they really acquired a bunch of people. I'm sure they have. Bethesda obviously got, like, that hit news. I don't know who else they would, like, buy out.
Yeah, I can't think of any AAAs they'd buy out unless they made a deal with Konami or something and they're buying them out, and we have no idea yet. But
I doubt that.
I know Konami has come out with a statement of like they want to explore the idea of branching out their IPs to other people for them to use, but I believe that's something totally different. That's not pertaining to this. But any other thoughts on it before I go on to the next one?
It's too open.
Okay, fair enough. So the next one I got here is Dragon's Dogma 2 is in development and will use RE Village engine. This is a rumor by Dusk Golem. Now, yes, in the past, Dusk Golem has been not
A
one of the
liar.
better. Yeah, he's been not one of the better sources, but he's been getting better with some of the rumors he's actually had, which have actually come to fruition. So I don't know. I mean, it's Capcom Studio. I'm not a Studio Engine. I'm sorry. I think they'd use it because I know the RE engine is being used by other games as well, not just Resident Evil. Um, so there are definitely other things that they can be used for. Um, Dragon's Dogma 2 is definitely something that people have been asking for as well. I could see that happening pretty easily. Any thoughts on this?
I'm curious. I mean, okay, so the Resident Evil engine in Village, is that the same one as Resident Evil 2? The remake, I mean?
Yes,
Or like 3?
they use all the same engine, RE engine.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they were like DICE and they tried to like improve the Frostbite engine for every Battlefield game. I mean, it worked. I mean, it looks really nice for Resident Evil 2 and the remake of 3. Remake of 2 and 3. Because Dragon's Dogma was a third-person game, obviously, so like if you build an engine around a first-person perspective, it might get a little jank, but I think it'd be fine. It looks pretty.
Yeah, Resident Evil definitely looked pretty. Any other thoughts?
Can we go back to the first rumor real quick? If nobody has any
Sure.
other thoughts?
Yeah.
So,
If nobody's got a thought, yeah, that's
Microsoft.
fine.
Did Microsoft buy ZeniMax or Bethesda?
Both.
Both.
That could be it then. Because ZeniMax, if they want to say like 5 AAA studios making games for us and like sound all special, Bethesda, id, Arcane, like ZeniMax owns a whole bunch of studios.
So you're saying they're splitting it all up and they're saying it that way?
They could be to make them sound better on paper. I don't know.
That's an interesting point. That could definitely be the case.
Machine Games, I think, also is ZeniMax, which would make sense because they're going to make another Wolfenstein game. We know that. They do one every year.
They're doing Indiana Jones.
Oh, yes,
They're
they
gonna
are.
make
I
another
forgot
Wolfenstein
that's
game.
something happening. I'm curious to see that. Was that multi-plat confirmed or just Xbox exclusive?
Indiana Jones?
I think it's too
Nothing.
early.
Yeah, it's too early.
Oh, okay. Then,
Probably exclusive, honestly, but.
Okay. Any other thoughts?
No.
All right.
No,
Next one here. I don't know how much anybody's heard about this, but it's about the Steam Pal, and this rumor is in by Ars Technica. The Steam Pal is a portable PC. Steam Pal will probably have a chip from either Intel, AMD, but not NVIDIA. Don't expect a QWERTY keyboard on the Steam Pad, but also expect a standard array of gamepad, buttons, triggers, and joysticks, along with at least one thumb-sized touchpad. The leaker, or the person who's making the rumor, is confident that the Steam Pal will have a D-pad, but other than that, he doesn't know any other hardware details. Steam Pal will also have the ability to dock to larger monitors via USB-C, like Switch docking, but doesn't know the specifics or if any plans for physical docks. Steam Pal was built with Linux as a likely target, but don't rule out Windows on the device due to Valve/Microsoft's cozy relationship. This is by Valve, by the way. Valve is making a Switch-like portable gaming PC.
Oh, what?
Wait. I'm gonna go ahead and tackle this guy real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
That is 100% believable and a fantastic move by Valve if they pull this off, because they already have Steam set up in such a way where you can share your games library with friends of yours. You're limited to how many you can share, but you can, like, if I took like my laptop to somebody's house and I shared their games, we could play my entire library and theirs on the laptop, and not have to like keep switching Steam accounts, basically. So now, if you take that, expand upon it, and allow the thing to basically be plugged in wherever, you can start to have like a much more family-friendly console, or a get-together friendly thing, where you can start cranking out party games. We already have things like Among Us and other things, like Jackbox games, and just making it so that it's super portable, and all you gotta do really is just plug it into a monitor and it runs most games. That's all fantastic stuff for Valve to invest in.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it's basically copying the Switch is what it sounds like, but it's Steam, so honestly, that's great. The thing that confused me the most about that is Valve and Microsoft's close relationship. At this point, they're kind of competitors, with Microsoft like hosting like they're trying to sell games on their own like stores and stuff.
And all that.
So
that was confusing to me as well.
That makes kind of doesn't really make sense. I mean, I guess because Steam runs on Windows operating system.
That could be. That could be the reason why they're saying that.
At the same time, like, everything has to run on Windows operating system.
Right.
I don't think that's a choice.
Right.
Right.
I just think that there's enough stuff that Steam already has, where if they were able to make basically like a portable PC, or let's call it like a PC Switch child, right?
Yeah.
If they were able to make a piece of hardware like that was good enough to, it doesn't have to run like every game even. Just run the games that you would want to like bring to somebody's house, or like you want a bunch of people to bring these things to a singular place and you play a party game or whatever. It'd be fantastic for Valve. I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I think it could be something. I also don't think it's
no, because I don't have a need for it, but
yeah,
I
don't think
people who probably would.
I don't think it has that big of an audience. Like,
I think it does.
I think if you want to play something on the go, like you're okay with like a different quality, or you want the Nintendo games, that's why you have a Switch. Like with Steam, like, there's party stuff, yeah, but at the same time, like, where are you bringing that? Like, I don't understand. Also, how much would this be?
Oh,
Like, there's a lot of
not
questions.
much.
It would have to be to run everything.
I don't think it's built to, or I don't think it's gonna be built to run everything based on what they were talking about with not having a keyboard and things like this. I don't think it's meant to play like all the games.
Yeah, so then it's like, who's this for again?
People who want it portable. I just said.
The Switch. Or your phone.
Sure, but those are Nintendo games.
No, there's third-party games on there.
Do
There's
they have Jackbox?
I don't know. But Jackbox isn't going to sell a console, is what this sounds like.
No, that wouldn't sell a console at all. No way.
I don't know. People like that game. I don't know.
Yeah, people like that game, but not enough to be portable. When you're going to somebody's house to play it, you have a computer or a PlayStation or an Xbox, and it might be on Switch. I don't know, but like, I don't see the need for this. So I'm curious who they're going to aim this towards. Like I said, it could be something huge as long as the price point's there. Also, a lot of the Valve stuff, like the separate things they make, don't typically succeed.
How did their what is it? HTC Vive? Is that them?
No.
Yeah. No, that's just HTC. Vive.
Yeah, that's
that is the
HTC,
company.
yeah.
What was their VR thing called?
Vive.
What? No.
Vive?
Yeah, that was the Vive.
Yeah, that's Vive.
Valve is the Vive?
I thought that was HTC.
No, he was asking what HTC's thing is.
No, he's asking
Nope,
what
nope.
Valve's
VR.
Oh. Oculus?
No, that's
No,
Facebook.
that's Amazon.
Facebook.
I don't think they have
or
one.
Facebook.
Oh, the Valve Index.
Index, that's it.
Yeah,
right.
it exists. I don't know how it's doing.
I haven't heard anything at all.
I have when people talk about VR, they're either talking about the Oculus Quest 2 or they're talking about the Vive or even the PlayStation VR. I don't hear anything about the
and
Valve
I know
Index.
they made the Steam controller at one point.
Yeah,
I played with it.
Yeah.
It's hot garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of and then they what was the Steam window or whatever? Whereas like you just pull up.
You mean Big Picture?
Yeah, that's I
Big
hate
Picture's
that.
Fine.
I hate it.
Big Picture's fine if you have a use for it, but most people, like 90% of people, don't have a use for Big Picture.
Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of the stuff that they're doing, it doesn't seem to succeed other than them hosting games. This is the most promising one, but
because,
it just doesn't.
It just makes sense to me because I know they have the framework for like most of what they would want to do with it already built into Steam.
Yeah, that's true, but also then if it can't run games at the high efficiency that people usually get a PC for, then what's the point? Like, are you meant to have a high-end PC and this to complement it? Just get a better laptop.
That would defeat the purpose of this whole thing at that point. I think I'd agree with that one.
Or a tablet.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, I'm curious. I'm curious to see what happens with this. 2 years from now, maybe we'll be on that, you know?
A friendly little reminder here. The Days of Play sale is actually starting. They've already released some of their deals for physical games and stuff like that. They're probably going to be all digital deals starting tomorrow. I just saw that on our Twitter, so that came up on our Twitter. I was like, oh, look at that. But anyway, moving on to the next rumor I got here. So this one is, I think, a more widely known rumor because it's been, I think, floating around the internet for the last week or so now. Square Enix is working on a new action-focused Final Fantasy title with Team Ninja called Final Fantasy Origin. This is actually going to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive, probably coming to PC later. Alpha demo coming this summer, reveal at E3. This new Final Fantasy game is apparently similar to Neo/Dark Souls, but more accessible and is connected to the very first Final Fantasy game on NES.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay, first of all, no.
All right, you heard it here first, folks. No.
All right, you no, don't feel like you have to link this bad boy. If you're gonna go this far from what Final Fantasy is, even all the way back on Nintendo, was the very first Final Fantasy game. All right, it's still similar to how Final Fantasy has evolved. If you're gonna go in this random direction, why are you trying to link it into the franchise? Just go and do your own thing. Make it like Dirge of Cerberus. I mean, that kind of did link into the franchise a little bit, but like, have fun with it. Don't like try to restrict yourself and put it back into whatever world of Final Fantasy you want to make it. Like, I don't know. And the first game was had its moments, but like, ooh, there was some stuff in that. One of the bosses is broken. Um,
Let me add to this rumor real quick because it's in the same exact vein. So Navatra, I think we talked about this person before. This person's usually on Reset Era or Destructoid or something like that. They usually comment, or so one of the forums, 4chan or something like that. Navatra says Final Fantasy Origin won't just be Neo with a Final Fantasy skin, but will be its own beast with very different systems and pace. Has multiple difficulties. Via Reset Era, so this was the post that Navatra made in Reset Era. The Neo DNA is there, but please don't expect Neo 3 or just Neo with Final Fantasy skin. It's mostly its own beast with very different systems and pace. I would temper my expectations in regards to the game's graphics. Also, apparently the darkest and most violent Final Fantasy game to date. It is apparently on par with the gore found in Ninja Gaiden 2.
okay, so why? Is the first question that comes to mind because like I don't know. I mean, I guess this goes against literally what I just said like minutes ago with have fun with it. But like really, now we have to make Final Fantasy like overly violent too. Um, I mean, if they're gonna go with it at this point, you have to have like a super good magic system because like the magic system we see in games like Dark Souls is not gonna cut it in a Final Fantasy game. They're not pretty enough spells. They're not extravagant enough, and like they don't have the impact that Final Fantasy spells have. Um, I don't know. I'm just.
Is this
I
too
don't
much
think
Final Fantasy at
comparing
this
it.
point?
No, I don't think it's too much Final
No, not
Fantasy.
at
I
all.
just don't think.
Nothing's
I
ever
don't
too
think you
much.
come out and say. I mean, like it's a rumor, so I guess you have to compare it to something. But like, I don't think you come out and say that. Oh, this is gonna be like Neo and Dark Souls, and call it a Final Fantasy game because those are very different kinds of things. And I don't know, like I immediately have all these questions about like, okay, so like combat is gonna be a lot slower. Okay, I can put up with that. But like magic has to be a huge thing. Because Final Fantasy and magic, I mean, magic has been devastating in most Final Fantasy games. Like it is over the top.
You're not wrong there. You're
um,
not wrong.
are we able to summon summons? Yeah.
I'd be a little bit too OP.
I don't know, because like that's the thing. Are they making it like a Dark Souls game, or is that just a bad comparison at the moment because nobody has anything else to compare it to? I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious at the very least, but I'm also very hesitant to see, and I don't know why. Don't tether yourself, Final Fantasy One, please. Please. One of the bosses is literally broken and is supposed to be devastating to the party, but like I forget. I think it's the third elemental boss you fight. It uses like it uses some attack that's supposed to like cripple your party, but it can't hit. It literally cannot hit you because it's broken.
Hmm. Okay. Any other thoughts on that rumor before I move on to the next one here? All right. So I've got a leaked list, and this is according to an original post, and credit to Extreme, a Steam user, for providing this list. The original post is on Steam in some of the direct discussions. I have the link here of this person posting this. This is a leaked list of Sony exclusive games coming to PC. Spring 2021 is Days Gone. Fall 2021 is The Last of Us. Summer 2022 is God of War. Winter 2022 is Spider-Man. Spring 2023 is Uncharted Collection. Fall 2023 Ghost of Tsushima. Summer 2024 Gran Turismo. And winter 2024 Bloodborne. I'm actually going to be the first one to talk about this before Adam talks. I know he's probably going to be like, this is garbage.
That's not, but okay.
2024.
So let me pull some reasoning for some of these dates that
That's my first
can
thought
see.
as well, Desunoto.
Why would they plan so far ahead?
So
They wouldn't.
no, there's a legitimate one behind that. So the only reason why I would think they would plan so far ahead is two things. There's a sequel along with the remaster of the original Bloodborne for PlayStation 5. And it would be a perfect time to release the original Bloodborne if the sequel is coming to PlayStation 5 at that point in time. Since they're busy working on Elden Ring, which is what, From Software, they're the ones who also made Bloodborne, but it was published by Sony, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So if they're busy making Elden Ring, and Elden Ring might not see the light of day until 2022 or 2023, that's not a like like totally out the window. That would make
Yeah, no.
sense if
Mm-hmm.
the remaster of Bloodborne comes with Bloodborne 2 at the same time it's coming to PC. The Last of Us would also make sense. They've been talking about this whole they're trying to remake Last of Us. If they release a remake for Last of Us on PS5, it's also available on PC. God of War, if Ragnarok comes out next year, they want to remaster or they want to release God of War for PC. That would also make sense. Spider-Man with Spider-Man 2 coming in a couple of years. We just had Miles Morales. That will also make sense. Uncharted Collection. That's one of the ones that I don't know because that doesn't fit anywhere. Same with Ghost of Tsushima. That's very far out unless again this whole sequel thing because it seems to be like a trend. Horizon is the exact example of that. Horizon's first game came to PC and now the second one is going to come to PS5. This list doesn't seem as impossible as I originally thought when I first read this, and when I thought about it, I was like, that makes more sense actually that this might happen.
Alright,
Adam?
who's next?
Kind of with Desunoto, where like they wouldn't plan this far ahead. Also, none of this makes sense to me.
Why?
It just
Don't the examples beforehand that I mentioned make more sense as to why
I'm
this would
going
come out
off
at the time as they
Sony's
would?
quotes. I'm going off what Sony has said, and I mean normally I don't, but Sony has said that the PC market is for games they wish to reach a wider audience. And I
Why
guess they
wouldn't they
want,
want to have
I will answer your
everything reach a
question.
wider?
I guess they would want every game to sell the most as possible, but Sony is still locked in the whole exclusives thing. So if Last of Us comes, yeah, I mean, that would be, what, 9 years after the original launched? So I guess. But at the same time, it's like, why did it take 9 years? So it's just, there's parts of this where it's like, this doesn't make sense. And also, we had one similar to this where it was like the Bloodborne, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War with the dude who had the Psyduck Twitter thing.
Yeah, that was just him saying that that's gonna come. This is the first time I've seen dates attached to them, and the dates kind of make sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Bloodborne one kind of makes sense because then the sequel, sure. Everything else just doesn't make sense. Like, why would Ghost of Tsushima come before Bloodborne? Even if there's a sequel in the works, wouldn't the sequel to Bloodborne come out first before Ghost of Tsushima? I would imagine.
No, because Elden Ring, Elden Ring's not going to be finished till 2023. How would that
And
come out
then one more
sooner?
year, they're going to release Bloodborne.
Well, if they have two teams working on it, the smaller team would probably be Bloodborne 2, and the bigger team's Elden Ring, because Elden Ring's a bigger project, I'm assuming, right? So then once they're done with Elden Ring, that team would move on to help Bloodborne 2. They're already probably a certain percentage of way through development to say, okay, we're gonna finish this up now, and we're gonna release it in the next year or two. If
Well, yeah,
let's assume
assumedly.
Elden Ring comes out in 2022, right? That's 2 years then of a gap that's plausible.
No, it wouldn't matter even if it came out in 2023, because let's assume that Bloodborne 2, or whatever it is going to run on the exact same engine that Elden Ring is running on. So now all of
That's
that coding is
also,
done.
yep, yeah, that's also the case.
I still just I'll believe it when I see it. That's where I'm going to leave this at. I'll believe
If
it
I
when I
see
see
that,
it.
I'd be extremely sad if I see that, but I
I
guess,
mean, I
yeah,
won't be
let's see.
sad. I'll just be like, well, you lied to me, Sony. You've only lied. And I understand, like, if this does happen, like, okay, cool. Yeah, they're kind of sticking with what they said, where it's like the games are coming out way later. But at the same time, it's like some
That's
of their
still sad.
franchises they've said they would keep. Honest, if they put Spider-Man on PC, I would be upset that it's not then on Xbox. Just put it on Xbox then.
Yeah, but then you're putting it on your competitor's console.
So what?
That's not. Why would you do that?
Why not? If you wanted to
It's
sell more, put it on everything.
Yep. You're not trying to. They won't put Game Pass on a PlayStation.
Well, yeah, that's a completely different thing. That's a service for a
Okay,
bunch of
so
games.
all right, so they won't ever put Halo or Gears or something like that on PlayStation. They won't put Forza on PlayStation. They wouldn't put,
Correct.
any of the. They've already made a statement. Some of the Bethesda games going forward are going to be Xbox exclusive. They're not going to come to PlayStation. Some
Well,
of them will.
they're
Some of them
Game
won't.
Pass exclusive. Let's keep those. Remember their wording. Very strange wording on that. But
It'll be
but again,
Xbox
Spider-Man
exclusive.
is a worldwide franchise, and I'm sure Marvel is like, please put this on other things. That's the only reason I say Spider-Man. Like
No.
you either stay exclusive, or you just go all in everywhere.
See, but that doesn't make any sense. Why? No. If then why the push to PC then? Then you might as well just release everything that's coming on here to every other console if you're gonna stay exclusive, or just if you're gonna do one for PC. Okay, Bloodborne, Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, um, if they're gonna come to PC, put them everywhere else. Then same thing with Horizon, same thing with Days Gone. Those should just come to both to the other console as well. Or keep them all exclusive. But they don't want to do that. They're just going to put it on PC. That logic is something that I know they would never do, based on their track record so far. It doesn't
Again,
make
I'll
sense to
believe
put.
it when I see it.
Wait.
All right. Yeah. Go
I'm
ahead.
not.
I'm sorry. All
I,
right. Go ahead.
I just want to say one thing.
Yes.
Freaking Uncharted 2 multiplayer better come to PC. Let me tell you what. I'm crying for a third-person action game to play multiplayer on PC right now. Everything is freaking first-person shooters.
I see. Okay. Well, if it does, I guess we got one person who would be happy from that.
Listen,
Um,
Uncharted 2 multiplayer is still like one of, if not the best third-person action multiplayer,
I think
in
I've
my
only
opinion,
played the
anyway.
I
two.
agree.
I've only played the multiplayer for 2 and 4, so I never played 3's multiplayer.
Oh, you didn't want to. Oh, that was a mess. It was
Oh,
all
okay.
Cal 7. Cal 7, fire from the hip and melee. Until they patched that out.
Let's see.
Oh,
Any other thoughts before I move on to the next one here? Cool. Um, Next one I got is one major publisher had a big event leak, in parentheses, info, assets, footage that could be released soon. According to Alex Donaldson of VG247. The follow-up to this is people seem to think it is Square Enix. And I do have a rumor. Let me just see if I could really quick find that so I can get the source of it. Here's the source. Here it is. What do we got here? So this is from Twitter. Who in this? Oh, the co-founder of XboxEra.com and co-host of Xbox Era podcast, Nick. I don't know how this is. I don't know if that's his last name or just his username or something. Sheepshow. He apparently is claiming that the company that had the huge leak is Square Enix.
what was the
Which,
leak?
assets, info, event info, footage, which kind of lines up with the recent rumors that we've been hearing of that exclusive Final Fantasy coming to PlayStation.
Didn't we already talk about their leak? Or was that Capcom? No, that was Capcom.
No, that was Starfield.
No,
God, no,
further
no.
back.
That's
That was Capcom.
Oh, that was
Let's not go
Capcom,
back to Starfield.
Yeah. Any thoughts on this one?
I mean, there's no information, so
There's a rumor of a leak,
that leaked a bunch of stuff,
but
yet there's
nothing
no
from that
information.
leak.
Yeah.
I would say if we see anything from it, if this has any substantiality to it, it's probably going to be in the next couple days because we're also in the official pre-E3 territory at this point.
I'm gonna give this a C+ on leaks. It's a leak of a leak, and in the next couple days we might see the leak, and the C+.
Okay. I got about two
There's
more
a
here.
leak that springs from the leak.
Yeah, two more here. I got Skull and Bones has restarted development and will not launch in 2021. I don't think there's any surprise there.
It's not a leak. They've
Yeah.
already confirmed that. And I agree with Kevin. It's not launching.
It's just not coming out.
And honestly,
they killed themselves when.
Oh, no.
So they revealed this game as a multiplayer
ship combat.
game, and then they were like, "Yeah, it's gonna be an MMO." And everybody's like, "Wait, what?" Because
no, they didn't
around
confirm
this time, oh yes, they did.
They confirmed it's not going to come out. They didn't confirm that it's been restarted.
What?
What? No, that's not. What?
What?
I don't think the game is ever going to come out, and I'm explaining my logic as to why.
Okay, go ahead.
So, anyway, they then, after showing off this great multiplayer footage that was very reminiscent of like a World of Tanks, World of Warships, something along those lines, that still has a decent following, especially in Europe, they come out and they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be an MMO," and this is around the same time Sea of Thieves released, and Sea of Thieves did not have a good release.
No.
It was very, very dull. There was very much nothing to do. The game has been patched and updated, and it is apparently very good now. But
it's also free if you have Game Pass. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. But,
yeah, well, it's a Microsoft exclusive, and they're all on Game Pass.
But no, like, I think as soon as they announced MMO, because like I was there, and then I heard it was gonna be an MMO, and I'm like, I don't care anymore. Like, unless I can just go in and play these multiplayer battles and not have like experience and other stuff get in the way, I'm out, because this is gonna be dumb.
I think this game will change its name and be rebooted. Mostly because if they want to release it in China, I don't think Skull and Bones works. This game, they've delayed it out of 2021. That's been confirmed.
Yes, that part's confirmed.
Yeah,
that it's been restarted in development.
Yeah, and the rest of it is like, I mean, it has been restarted in development. Everyone knows that because Ubisoft has talked about it like a year ago, where they're like, well, the vision has changed. And then, like, 2 weeks ago, they even again advised that the vision has changed and we're delaying it out of 2021. So, like, I don't know what that game looks like anymore. I don't think Ubisoft knows what that game looks like anymore. I'm gonna give this one a B+.
I know what it should be. It should just be ship combat, multiplayer ship combat. Go.
No, I don't know. I like that. Turn-based. That's what I want. Turn-based MMO single player.
Wait, what?
Don't ask questions. It works.
Okay,
no AI. Only one ship. You gotta dodge icebergs. Titanic Simulator. That's what it is.
Oh my god. Anyway, moving
B+.
on.
B+.
Okay. So the last one I got here. is just a rumor that I think has been circulating quite a bit as well. The PlayStation Plus games leaked for June 2021. Star Wars Squadrons, Virtua Fighter 5, and Operations Tango, possibly the PlayStation 5 exclusive. Along the lines of this too, Capcom had confirmed, not Capcom, who's the guys who make Sega had confirmed today Virtua Fighter X Sports, or EX Sports, I think that's the name of the title. It has not been confirmed as to what that is, what it is exactly, like, is it a sequel to something? That title has just been confirmed. So Virtua Fighter 5 coming on PlayStation Plus, and then maybe an announcement for that coming later in the E3 or something like that on PlayStation State of Play or something would, I guess, kind of make sense to that. But I think June's lineup, if this is what the lineup is, looks pretty good. I don't know what Operation Tango is. I have no idea, but
I don't know what
co-op
any of those are.
thing.
Oh.
What is the Star War? Is my family feuding?
Star Wars Squadrons?
I don't know what that is. I don't know what a Star War is.
Who's the Star War? What?
It sounds like my family's feuding. I just don't get it. No, I play a Squadron. It's, I'm always looking for VR games to add to the library and never touch.
Let me know when your eyes start to bleed.
Honestly, pull up a trailer, then I'm 30 seconds in, done. Yeah, no, I mean, like, is that a solid month? I would say it's not a solid month. I mean, I'm getting one game, so I'm happy about that. The other ones the titles are too confusing for me to care. You know what I mean? I don't know what a Virtua is.
Oh my god.
And Operation Tango, I'm not in the military. I'm not it's OT, you know? I'm gonna give this one a solid B.
Oh, wow, he's rating now. Okay, all right, cool. I appreciate the ratings, I guess. I'll give you a bonus one, and I mentioned this one before. This is actually a rumor. This was not confirmed. Konami produces.
If it's about Starfield or whatever the hell.
Oh, you know what? Actually, hang on a minute.
No, you said Konami. No, it's not. Oh my god.
No. So let me give you a bonus one here. Mysterious postcards have been showing up in people's mailboxes, maybe tied to Starfield and another game that will be revealed at E3. These postcards, which seems to be 6 designs. Each postcard is a different design, 2 different 3-digit numbers separated by a comma and a unique symbol in the bottom corner. They all have the same 11-digit number running vertically, and when called, a 30-second-ish clip of alien-like sounds plays before the number hangs up. There are posters that showed up in London and Oakland, California. These two have led to the discovery that the corner symbols match up with the letter of the English alphabet O and J so far. So so O.J. Simpson, yeah, that makes sense.
No, the aliens are selling orange juice. We just don't understand.
I see. Okay, assuming there's a poster for each postcard variant, that means there are 4 more posters out there waiting to be discovered. There's been a lot of speculation about the postcards and where they came from and why they were sent out, but no one knows yet. Some believe the postcards were related to an upcoming Coldplay album because the band sent out postcards to promote another album in the past, but many people who received the postcards aren't Coldplay fans. Personally, this leaker could see this being related to Starfield, although we've gotten absolutely no confirmation so far that Bethesda/Microsoft has anything to do with them. I would like to see this, and I would want to see what this... I want to dial the number and have an alien say something to me.
It basically sounds like an ARPG. Or not ARPG. What the hell do they call them?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. ARG. Alternate reality game. It sounds like an ARG for Starfield, which...
Oh, I found a postcard.
I don't play them, but like...
For anybody in the comments or anybody on the who's watching us, if they want to dial, the numbers are all the same. I'll give you the string of numbers. It's 157 529 17617. Dial that number. Apparently an alien tells you something over the phone. That's cool. What do you guys think of that?
Wait, is somebody dialed on me?
Is that the sound from the call?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's spooky.
That's pretty spooky.
All right, it sounded like somebody stirring noodles through my headphones. Also, the number, New Mexico number, so suspicious.
Area 51.
Yeah, Roswell.
Yep.
I'm gonna give this one an A minus because it was a ride. Like, is it Starfield? Is it a new Coldplay album? Would have never saw that sentence coming. I think people just want more news on Starfield, and anything that happens, they're just gonna be like, Alien Starfield. This is
Starfield!
it. This is Starfield. It's gotta be Starfield.
I mean, like I said, I totally see this as the beginning of an ARG. They've done similar things like this.
Yeah.
Microsoft has run multiple, I'm pretty sure, to some sort of extent. I Love Bees for Halo 2, I think it was like the most well known, as far as I'm aware. So,
So the people getting sent these postcards, are they like Bethesda fans or something? Like, what is the connection of them getting postcards?
I am not 100% sure.
That's what's confusing me, because it's like, they're not Coldplay fans. Yeah, are they on a Bethesda mailing list or an Xbox mailing list or something? Like, I need more information. I'm still giving this an A minus because it was a wild ride. And Starfield, will it come out? Probably this year. Definitely not.
All right.
all right. What was the other rumor? Something about Konami.
The other rumor actually was Konami was considering being part of Starfield for 2021.
What?
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 No, actually, the rumor was Konami producers teases plan to outsource more IP. So I mentioned this earlier in one of the other rumors. I thought it was a confirmed thing, but it's not. VGC reported Konami's softening of its stance over licensing its game properties earlier this year in a report revealing that company has outsourced a new Silent Hill game. This is probably the one that people are rumoring that is with Sony at this point, or I don't know, Kojima's working on it, I have no idea. In addition to Silent Hill, VGC was told that Konami has plans to work on Castlevania and Metal Gear Solid games via external companies, but any potential releases are still years away. There was a rumor about a Castlevania game, I think, and another Metal
Didn't they
Gear
already do
remake.
that for Castlevania? Hold on, I'll look it up.
Okay. And they were looking to do those on a PlayStation exclusive thing again. There's also rumors that Xbox may have signed a deal with Metal Gear to have it appear on their console. I don't know what positivity that would have on the console, but okay. Yeah, that was it. I mean, any thoughts on
Yeah,
that?
they already did this. I think. With
I think that was a
Castlevania
Netflix.
Lords of Shadow.
That was that was like during PS3 time.
I mean, sure,
was...
but they still Mercury Steam. Yeah, Mercury Steam made it, which I don't know if they're owned by Konami or not. I'm trying to find it out now.
I'll give this one a D plus.
Cool. I got a D plus for this one, but again,
No, I'm giving the rumor.
Starfield rumor.
I'm giving the rumor a D plus. You're not being rated.
I know.
That's at the end.
I know Starfield one gets an A minus, but this one gets a D.
Konami doesn't own them, so honestly, yeah, Konami's already outsourced Castlevania, so I can totally see them doing it again. Castlevania Lords of Shadow and Lords of Shadow 2 did super well, apparently. They were, I don't know how many people like bought into it, but those who did,
I'm shocked that those games did well. I remember a second one being announced and being like, what?
I don't know how well they sold. I just know that they were received very well from like critics and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, they were in the 80s.
I have both of them on Steam, because I haven't played them yet.
Yeah, I played part of the first one. Oh god, Lords of Shadow 2 did not score as well as the first. It's got 50s and 60s on Meta.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. But I played the first, and I'm like,
okay.
This feels like a Dante's Inferno, God of War, like this type of game. And I don't want to play it. My friend Alex, big fan. He's a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
And he played it for 3 hours, and then he stopped. And he said he was a big fan. So that's just Alex for you. What a guy. But yeah, this is a D
I do
plus. I'm
similar
giving
things.
this a D
I can
plus.
relate. Well, what is with this rating?
So before we wrap up here,
That's at the end of rumors.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for
Overall,
rumors this
A
week.
plus. Good job.
Thanks.
Oh, look at that.
Are we making any announcements for the week of E3 since that's about 2 weeks away now?
Next week we're doing predictions for every conference except Microsoft, Nintendo, and if there's a Sony one. So.
Okay.
But yeah, next
Alright,
week
so
EA, Ubisoft, bring every prediction you can think of. We'll probably gather like the top 5 or whatever.
So next week's probably going to be a very, very jam-packed episode with all these predictions.
Yeah, it's gonna
Desunoto, make sure you
be.
start doing that now. Don't wait till next week.
I will send a follow-up
Yeah.
text the day of. Don't worry.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
All right.
you'll
2
make them up
pages
as we
notes
go. I
are good
bet.
to go.
Yeah. So, the ones we're actually gonna have prizes on is the one with the big 3. So.
I mean, prizes? Oh,
Yeah, not big prizes. Calm down.
Aw.
I mean,
So.
a prize is a prize. I'll take any prize. But anyway, all right.
Prize
So
is
if that's it
prize.
for announcements for coming up weeks, I'm assuming next week we'll have an announcement for whatever our stream looks like for E3. We'll probably figure it out by then.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
If anything changes, please keep an eye on the Twitter. I will update that with any things that go on there.
Twitter.
And everybody take care. This show ran a little bit longer today, but I think it was a great episode with that lovely game that we're not going to use the name of, that Mr. Adam so kindly and graciously created for us.
I don't know.
Everybody stay safe out there. We'll see you guys next week, same time, same place. Twitch.tv/craftingachat. YouTube starting too late. Look him up. He's doing a Minecraft playthrough, and our casts come up there.
Oh yeah. Before I forget, there's going to be a speed build of me building the Jeopardy thing. I mean the game show thing that I completely made up, and it's a brand new IP. Murph Griffin did not do anything with it. But yeah, no, there's going to be a speed build. It's going to be like 12 minutes, I think, or 8. I don't remember.
Murph Griffin did Jeopardy too?
Yeah, I believe he did that hour
Is there
block
like
of
any
Wheel of
word
Fortune.
game he hasn't touched?
Honestly,
I forget.
Merv? I'm pretty sure that's a man's name, right? I would assume. I've
know.
never even crossed my mind for that to be a woman. We'll look that up. We'll let you know next week if Merv's a man or a woman. Pretty sure a man. But yeah, no, speed build, 9 a.m. Eastern time. That'll upload. So.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys again next week. Everybody have a good night.
Bye.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
You stupid fucks.